gonna be a weird one. The pirate in me died that day. Okay, harvester. Void glitches like the plague. Munition is precious, don't waste it. There's guns. If you get stuck on a puzzle, try using items in crazy, illogical ways. They're already warning me this game's not gonna make any sense. Wow, I can't even screenshot. You can't just get this anywhere. Save your game often, especially before trying something crazy, illogical, or dangerous. Holding down the control button plus the arrow key allows you to attack opponents. What? What is that? Controlling the arrows? Look before you leap. Help screen could be helpful, or better yet, read the manual. Well, I don't have the manual. You can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. That's good. Right-clicking on some object's inventory shows a close-up of that object. This resolution is like 480. I really should hit configure. It might be too late. Because I really don't feel like backing out. Why the hell would I do a controller support for a point-and-click game? I mean, I might, I don't know. Right-clicking on a weapon inventory activates and deactivates them. Press escape to bring the menu options. You can combine objects. What the? It's like freaking pelting stuff at me. You can combine objects, new object, clicking and dragging them to one another. Sound levels can be adjusted. Oh, thank goodness. Screen too dark? Try adjusting the gamma and the options. Check your photo on the inventory screen. It will get worse as you take more damage. This is everything! Look for special items that will restore your health. Finding required items during the day. Night will be time of mischievous adventure. Double-click the left mouse button on an exit to go through instantly. Use the right mouse button to attack an opponent. Left-click on your character for inventory. Left-click to grab... Okay, we finally went through it. Here, let's... Oh my god. Alright, let's pull an old save game. How do I actually do it? Y'all, it's not actually safe. How do I... Anyone who's played this game on Steam before, how do you actually, like, save? Because I'm left-clicking, but it's just going back and forth between game 1 and save. Okay, so... They run as admin. It's not renaming the saves automatically. I don't know what that means. So I have to run as admin? But what's the other option? Flashing cursor show up, hit delete, and change the name. Oh. Thanks. Why is it so loud? Text yes, gore on. Why are we being slapped? Da-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Alright, examine the bed. Mattress is speckled with odd stains. Handful of faded hardbacks litter the lower shelf. Obviously some fat high school girl left it there. Why she gotta be fat? Record player. Paper doll by the Mills Brothers sits on the turntable. Dresser drawer is unlocked. Oh, let's open it. Chew marks visible on the end of this ballpoint pen. 25-cent piece dated 1952. As of yet, the future isn't so bright. Are we the asshole? Hi, Ness. Thanks for the 15 months. I realize when the save name change thing is so old school. I wish it was like more clear with that. Otherwise, I would have kept clicking. 148 scale P-47 Thunderbolt with a broken propeller. One of your typical wall clocks. Alright, can I leave? I don't want to be any place where a clarinet by a fat girl is. Let's talk to Hank. Who are you?
Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you. Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, do you know me?
Wish I didn't, 'cause then you wouldn't be my brother, and I'd have your room, and all the presents at Christmas. Though I will soon enough anyway, 'cause you're a lousy rat.
You're my brother?
No, duh.
Listen, I don't mean to, bug you, but I can't seem to remember anything.
Oh my god, it's just like Pirate Yakuza.
Just tell me who you are?
Is that my...
Mom, Steve is bugging me.
Is that my Kyodai?
Steve, leave Hank alone right now.
What the fuck am I...
Steve, are you talking to me?
Yeah, only I don't want to be, 'cause I'm trying to watch my cowboy show.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm telling you, I need your help. I've lost my memory.
Have not. Cut it out.
I'm telling you the truth.
You always were a kidder, Steve. Leave me alone. I'm sick.
You're not sick.
What's wrong with you?
I got a headache and a stomachache.
Then why aren't you in bed?
'Cause I want to watch my cowboy show.
You look all right to me.
I'm not faking. I couldn't go to school because I'm sick. Daddy's sick in bed too. And Mom believes me anyway. So shut up.
Fun fact, Pirate Yakuza is directly inspired by Harvester.
Your dad is asleep?
Your dad?
Your Mom went at it last night pretty hard. He stayed in bed. I saw what she did to him. It was pretty bad.
What did she...
Like you don't know. I saw you and her on the couch last Wednesday night. Guess that's why she's grounded now, huh? Too bad you wouldn't pay me and I had to tell, huh?
What are you talking about? What girl?
What? Is there another one too? Wait till I tell.
Girl, bye.
I don't know what girl you're talking about.
All summer, it's been Stephanie this and Stephanie that. And now you don't remember? You think I'm dumb or something?
No, I just can't remember anything, like I said.
Well, you better remember quick, 'cause the wedding's in 2 weeks.
What?
Leave me alone so I can watch TV.
What fucking... What wedding? Blondie, thank you, 34 months, almost 3 years. 3 years of Harvester. Alright, hold on, I have to change my title to Harvester. I'm generally against violence aimed at a kid. This kid's a little shit. Who the fuck is Stephanie? I said I don't want to talk about her anymore. You're a little shit.
I see.
Whoa! Yeah, 3 years of Harvester.
That's a weird-looking television. Come to think of it, this whole place looks totally retro.
What do you mean retro? All TVs look alike.
Sure, basically. But this is one old-fashioned clunker.
See from the future?
Old-fashioned? It's brand new.
Yeah, but look at the tube. Where's the remote control?
What's that?
Steve is so spoiled.
Now that I think about it, I can't remember.
And what was that you said about retro rockets?
No, retro. It means... Oh man, I know what I mean. That everything here is wrong. But I can't picture the difference.
Then shut up and quit bugging me. I'm watching my cowboy show.
Have you noticed that your show is in black and white?
What else? Color? On a TV?
Well,
That's crazy.
I think I've seen a colored television before.
Have not. Quit it or I'm gonna tell.
Hey, look at that. Your mother lets you watch this stuff?
Sure. This is part of history. What made America great. And besides, blood and guts are needed. Well, you can't stop me, so let me alone. Or else.
Have you noticed that your show is in black?
What?
Hey, look.
Want me in this?
You're right. That is neat.
I'm glad you're catching on, Steve. You're not too bad. Well, lousy rat.
Girl, bye. This kid reminds me of Laura. When Laura, like, it was Silent Hill 2, like, specifically when she's an asshole. Old-fashioned console TV. Okay. So you can't remember why these things look retro. And this kid's a piece of shit. Sending a picture. Honestly, like, this living room doesn't even look that old school, with the exception of the wallpaper. Like, everything looks, and the TV, obviously. Everything looks so modern. Like, I like there's 2 fire extinguishers. Maybe they've had a problem in the past, now they can't be too careful. What's this? Coloring book? Box of crayons and a range writer coloring book. Box full of, why do we have a box full of newspapers? Walk it off, boy. I guess we're leaving. Who the fuck is I have another... is that my other brother?
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning?
Who are you? I got better things to do, Jimmy James.
Well, I don't, you selfish punk. How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? You don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
Child labor?
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down. What the heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be Jake, okay? That's all I want.
Jake?
That and a pair of sneakers. Walking this route every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers?
He sounds like Butters. You got any spare sneakers? Like, his S's. I know vaguely of this game. I've never played it, though. It's his 50s. He's already addicted to smoking and on his 3rd divorce. That's true.
Whoa, that's great. Maybe we could trade.
What could you give me?
You know Miss Whaley and Principal Harold down at the school? Well, I found out they're messing around with each other in the broom closet.
The broom closet.
I can tell you when they meet and trade you some keys that'll let you catch them red-handed. What do you say?
If I care about what... That's great.
You could watch them. Another pretty old and ugly and all.
Dude, Jimmy James is a chatty Cathy.
To all get out. Besides, maybe you could scare them into paying you or something. If you took a picture of them or something. But
Dude,
hey, the
he
offer's
does
still
not...
good. Find some sneakers, and we'll
Gee
talk.
whiz, fellas.
See you later, alligator.
I don't see you leaving, Jimmy James.
See you later, alligator.
Dude, Jimmy James fucking... He's a yapper. Hit the road and continue on with his route for the day. I don't know, why is he just, like, creeping? It's for the junk mail bills and bake sale flyers. There's a Dayglow Lima Space Disc stuck on the roof. Pick it up. Professor Chaos this game. Yeah, Butters swears. That one time. Let's go talk to Mom, I guess. Hey, Mom.
Well, hello there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Who are you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's...
I don't know what's coming next either, Jabluke.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen, this may sound strange.
Mom's side
But
seems
I've lost
slightly
my memory.
unhinged.
Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
Like, it sounds... The way she talks, like, even her, like, jokes, it sounds like she's, like, you know, been forcing herself to be a nice 50s housewife forever long, but she's, like, this close to snapping.
When did I graduate?
4 months ago, as if you could forget that.
What college?
College? A high school diploma is all you need to get a job.
Hi, Finny.
And besides, you can't marry Stephanie if you're going to waste your time going to college.
Who's
18 years old and you're just now getting your first job. It's a disgrace, but better late than never. I guess we can thank Stephanie for that.
Who's Stephanie? Hi, Fanny, thank you for the raid. Welcome to Harvester. What you see is what you get. I got nothing. Who's Stephanie?
And just who is Stephanie?
Don't you dare toy with that sweet girl. If you start in on her with all this amnesia poop, she'll think her fiancé is having second thoughts about the wedding.
Amnesia poop. Look at mom trying to not be a potty mouth. You always were such a kidder. Then you guys are like, yes, I'm to Finny. In 10 years, he'll have his own house and 2 cars. Try in 2 years. It's the 50s, right? Fiancé. Wait, so what wedding?
Look, all this talk about weddings is nuts. I'm not marrying anybody till I figure out what's going on here.
First the heartbreak of psoriasis, and now this. 2 weeks before the wedding and you're backing out. Whatever will the neighbors think?
Who cares what the neighbors
I
think?
don't even know.
Fine, have it your way, but leave me out of it. If you're going to break Stephanie's heart, you march right next door and do it yourself. And don't expect me to write you a note.
Thanks, Finny. Enjoy the lurk. Economy was amazing in the 50s. Like, caring so much about what your neighbors think. Well, I guess like your neighbors, Stephanie. But like, who cares what the neighbors think? You wouldn't want to piss off the neighbors, would you? Like about the wedding?
Fiance? This is insane.
Oh, you're not having second thoughts about marrying
That's true.
Stephanie.
There was no social media.
Is that what this silliness is all about? Pre-wedding jitters?
Can something like that produce amnesia?
Stop this foolishness right now and count your blessings. Stephanie is great at cooking and cleaning.
That's it? That's what makes a good wife? Is she pretty? Is she funny? Well, she's just trying to pawn off her son on another woman to take care of him the way she does.
What's cooking and cleaning got to do with anything?
Honestly, boys are so
Be the head of
dense.
HOA.
What else
Probably.
is there for a wife but cooking and cleaning? You may not appreciate a hot meal on a clean plate when it's there, but if it wasn't, we'd hear about it soon enough, I'll bet.
You're saying that's all there is to marriage? Cooking and cleaning?
Well, you'll have to ask your father about that, but I'm sure Stephanie will do her duty when the time comes.
Oh, fuck.
You can't know what I'm talking about, and
It
that's best.
lagged, so I had to press it
When
twice.
the time comes to make a baby with Stephanie, you'll have to make your peace with the fact that when a farmer plants his seed, he can't help but get some nasty dirt on his hoe.
Mom!
Bless your innocence, but there are certain disgusting truths that go along with marriage. Facts that can't be disguised by sheets which wrap around the contours of flexing go-go's and bouncing legs. You can't know what I'm talking about, and that's best. When the time comes,
I'm really uncomfortable talking about this
with
with my mom.
When a farmer plants his seed, he can't help but get some nasty dirt on his hoe.
My father.
He's in the other room. He decided to sleep in today. Now please, let me get back to my cookies.
This woman only cares about her cookies.
The bake sale is on Friday, and yet you're baking the cookies now.
Never put off till tomorrow what you can do.
Because she's
today.
crazy, look at
But
her!
they'll be stale by then.
That's why I'm throwing them away.
And then cooking more?
To replace the ones I throw out.
Why?
Well, I have to. No one's going to pay to eat stale cookies out of the garbage can.
But you expect me to.
Of course not, Steve. I wouldn't charge you. I'm your mother. Help yourself.
She's a loony! I told you guys, like, this is like... She's been a 1950s housewife for so long, she's like ready to snap. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad that we get her trash cookies for free. Thanks, Mom. Oh, the baby's crib is in this room? So about the charity bake sale.
What charity is this bake sale supposed to benefit?
It'll help provide a fund for bums and hobos who wander into harvest and have no family ties.
Kind of a specific target group, isn't it?
You have to pay attention to detail when dealing with such people.
I don't know what you mean.
You will. The whole thing has been organized by the Lodge.
Tell me more about this bake sale. Why is it so important?
As I told you, many unfortunates who come to Harvest end up needing financial help.
Financial.
Why is that the town's problem?
It's not a problem, so long as those folks are taken care of. It's the will of the Lodge.
What lodge?
The Hall of the Order of the Harvest.
That face is so scary.
It's just the finest place in Harvest, and the most exclusive.
What's so great about it?
Hard to say, since hardly anyone gets inside. But it wouldn't be so exclusive if it wasn't just wonderful. Just like the new Reynolds dishwasher with their patented auto dry process TM. I've never used one, but I know I want it. Instead of sulking around the house all day, why not walk over to the lodge and apply for membership?
Even Mom has a sponsorship. That's the last thing I want is a fez on my head.
Don't be so hasty, Steve. I think you'll find Harvest is a pretty dull place without the lodge.
You sound like the membership director.
Don't be silly. I just want what's best for you, that's all. Harvest is a town unlike any you've ever known.
In what way?
I don't have time to go into it now. Why not take a walk around town and pester someone else? I'm busy.
She's busy making trash cookies for the bake sale on Friday.
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Actually, I do. I do know how it gets. I've learned a lot about Jimmy. Cookies are baking in the oven. His cookies are hot out of the oven. Newborn baby sleeping soundly.
I told you I'm busy, Steve. Why don't you talk to Hank or go next door and visit Stephanie or go get an early start on your new job?
Wait, Hank?
Hank? That kid over by the television?
That kid.
Your little brother is homesick from school today, and I won't have you scaring him with this amnesia poop.
Is he really sick?
Look at that show he's
Amnesia
watching.
poop.
Wouldn't you say he's sick? I'd make him stop, but oh, I'm so busy baking cookies for the Harvest PTA charity bake sale. It's on Friday, you know.
What this?
I hope you're still planning on going.
I don't know. I need to
This really
think.
does feel like a Truman Show.
Skipping out of a charity affair. What's gotten into you?
I don't know, damn it. That's what I'm telling you.
Don't you dare use that language around
Oh,
me.
dare.
Your father didn't hear you, or Stephanie for that matter. How do you think she'd feel knowing her fiance was a gutter?
God, her mouth. I think I talked to all the, or I asked all these.
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Sure, to Mickey Mouse. She's just got mad at me for being a gutter mouth and is like, don't forget to leave the papers out for Jimmy. What is this song? Wait, what did it say? It says of dirty diapers. My health indicator. Why is there combat in this game? I'm gonna freaking lose. Okay, can I... That's the master bedroom. Oh, this is my regular room. Is that the same room? Because it says like exit, but it doesn't hover, like, it doesn't have text. Okay. That's outside. Can we go? Well, I can't leave the papers out. Oh, Jimmy left. How do I leave? Oh. Whoa! Potsdam residence? Whoa. Hello, is this Stephanie? I'm gonna... It saves, right? I can't really... Like, I don't really know. Okay, that time it works, okay. Who's this? Mr. Pottsdam?
Here he is, my future son-in-law.
Oh, that's
And
Stephanie's
how's he doing
dad?
Today? What brings him to the Pottsdam household? Huh? Huh?
What is that picture? I came over to see Stephanie. Is the music, is the audio okay? I know. I like how as soon as you left. Why? I know it's meat, but I mean, like, what is it? Like, why is it? I should have asked. Why is it? Like, what? He's just like biting into a thing of ribs or something, but like his mouth is cut off. Like that's what it looks like, or like a steak. It looks raw. That shit is raw. Covering his face with the meat. It looks like so be like eating steak, like corn on the cob. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Is the audio okay? We walked down and immediately started getting alien noises. I came over to see Stephanie.
Oh, you'll have to ask the missus about that. Stephanie's grounded to the wedding. Can't have her changing her mind at the last minute. Not with all that meat at stake.
What?
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie. And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kind of makes up for not getting into the lodge.
I mean, I guess so, but like, what do I type?
Stop mumbling, Steve. I can't understand you at all.
I'm sure the manual gives me hints on what to type, but I mean, wouldn't know where to begin. Why is Stephanie grounded?
Well, don't look at me. Mrs. Pottsdam wants Stephanie to study hard for her finals. If it was up to me, you could go straight upstairs, but you know...
What's that noise?
The little woman. You'll have to ask her permission to see Stephanie.
Who?
Sorry, Steve. The last thing I want to do
Why
is
is there like
upset
a
you
wave
and your father
outside?
before the wedding. Not with the meat at stake. You will remind your dad about the meat. Won't you?
Tell me about this wedding.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to hold the wedding down at the funeral parlor, since I'm not a member of the lodge. Mr. Moynahan has given his okay, and your father is going to cater the affair, with plenty of meat.
This guy's on Twitter just like this.
Why are you so anxious to get into the lodge?
There's wonders inside. I've heard there's more meat in there than they know what to do. Now that you're of age, Steve, you might go down to the post office and fill out a lodge application. They're always looking for new blood. Meat is the foundation.
I haven't seen my father.
My
He's locked in a
father.
room.
He's not going to die, is he?
Like I said, I don't know. That woman, Mom,
That woman?
tends to him herself.
Well, next time you see him, be sure to tell him that I said hello. And tell him that I'm praying for his speedy recovery. And also, would you remind him about the meat? Especially about the meat.
Yeah, fine. If I see him.
You should be more concerned. If he dies, then who's going to take over the slaughterhouse? Who's going to tend to the meat? I guess as his son, you'd take over.
You can take over. Yeah, the woman.
I can't imagine a better job than working in a slaughterhouse.
I don't want to work in a filthy slaughterhouse.
Bite your tongue with that serpent's tooth. Your dad's slaughterhouse is the most successful business in Harvest. You'll love it there. Oh, sure. Cutting animals open may not be much fun. Reaching into their bodies and yanking out the bloody guts, intestines dangling and slapping against you, the smell of death and shit in your nostrils all the time. Well, those are all definite cons. But once you're done, the guts have been washed into the gutters. What are you left with? Meat. Rows and rows of scrumptious red meat.
Why did the audio get weird?
Meat is the fa-
I think I talked to him everything. Bye, bitch. Carl from Aquatine Hunger Force chill on the couch. Carl being a cannibal. Examine the cabinet. Funeral is the cabinet's sole occupant. Man of the house squeezing his meat. Even the audio freaked out hearing him talk about his meat. Ew, the upholstery is stained after years of profuse sweating. Don't go near that man, he's weird. Alright, can I go upstairs?
Sorry. You'll have to ask Mrs. Pottsdam for permission to see Stephanie. She's in the kitchen.
She's in the kitchen. Yeah, he's like doing this with his hands. Why are you just standing in the middle of the room, Mrs. Pottsdam?
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today?
No. No, I haven't. You look just like my mom except for the hair. I'd like to see what's her name, my fiance Stephanie.
Well, Stephanie is grounded, Steve.
Why?
I'm sure I don't know. Mr. Potsdam has sent her to a room, and in her room she'll stay until Mr. Potsdam says otherwise. Probably until the wedding.
Tell me about this wedding.
Well, it's set for 3 weeks. We're holding it over at Shady Oaks, Mr. Moynahan's funeral parlor.
Say what?
Now, I know it's not a very romantic place, but there's nowhere else to hold it. Thanks to Mr. Potsdam.
Why?
You mustn't be too hard on Mr. Potsdam, Steve. He's a disappointed man. No matter how many lodge admission
I think
forms
I
he
will be
fills
too
out,
hard on
they
him.
keep turning him down. He has a new application in, though, so keep your fingers crossed. If he joins the lodge, you and Stephanie can have your wedding in the Chapel of Love, rather than over at Moynahan's place. Mr. Moynahan runs the Wayward Hotel and the Shady Oaks funeral
Shady
parlor.
Oaks.
It's rumored he has connections with the lodge, but the order keeps that kind of thing secret. So Mr. Potsdam has tried to get him to put in a good word for his lodge application, but so far...
So far what?
What can you tell me about the lodge?
I'm so
Trust,
invested.
They're exclusive and secretive. If you're curious, you ought to pick up a lodge application
How long is
at
this
the post
game?
office and take it over to the sergeant-at-arms. Isn't that a thought? Forget Mr. Potsdam. If you became a member of the order, we could hold the wedding inside the lodge. My, wouldn't that be lovely? You mustn't be too...
Tell me about
Well, it's set for 3 weeks. We're holding it over at Shady Oaks, Mr. Moynihan's
not long
funeral
enough.
parlor.
Say what?
Now, I know it's not a very romantic place, but
Well, I didn't say
there's nowhere
today.
else to hold it, thanks to Mr. Potsdam.
Got his meat but no lodge membership where he's feeling on the dumps. Days if you don't. Well, I'm counting on you guys to backseat me if I'm stuck, because I don't want to wander around. Because I know this game's annoying with, like, trying to solve things. But, yeah, I don't know, Tom Bear. I can't read the future to answer your
Give
question.
my regards to your parents.
Examine the icebox. The icebox is locked. Examine the table. Terra Kitchen has a minty, fresh look and scent. So Stephanie's grounded?
Hello, dear.
Yes, please.
She's upstairs. Go right on up. Just remember, she's grounded until the wedding.
That's so weird. Imagine, like,
Give my regards to your parents.
my wife's grounded until we get married, and then I think she might still be grounded. I don't really know what happens after that. Fucking finally. God, is it the music? Or is it... She's pretty. Picture on the wall is hanging a bit crooked. Window for a spectacular view of aluminum sliding. The layer of hair coats virtually every inch of ceramic, and the rubber ducky has seen better days. Towels are stiff as boards. Covers what appears to be toothpaste, pubic hair, and snot. Ew! Clean it! What do you mean? Why is it disgusting? I feel like she's never gonna leave her room. That's Stephanie.
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard?
Who am I? Who are you?
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean?
Wait, is this like
You
an
don't know
arranged
me?
marriage?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding.
Those people.
They claim to be my parents. I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right. I believe you. Maybe some of these people believe you too. Maybe they're playing dumb.
Why?
Maybe they're responsible. Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded.
Grounded escape.
It's been hell. They treat me well, but they won't let me leave this room. Not even to go out in the yard.
This definitely
Not
you
until the wedding.
sounds like
They
you're
won't tell
a
you why?
prisoner.
Each one blames the other for grounding me. They make up different excuses. Different things I did, none of which I remember. So I sit up here, watch the world outside my window, and listen to the noises in the house.
If you heard or seen anything that might help us figure this thing out, what do you think I should do next? The first one.
Every morning, a weird boy comes to the house and picks up the
Jimmy
paper.
James.
He doesn't deliver the paper. He picks up scrap paper that Miss Pottsdam sets out on the porch for him. Some mornings she forgets, and the boy gets
Ooh.
furious. He gives me the creeps.
He's like the Grim
Anything else you
Reaper.
can tell me?
I hear these weird scraping sounds in the bathroom sometimes. Like something is sliding along the wall. Claws, maybe. And Mr. Pottsdam. I don't like the way my dear daddy looks at me. Both of them are always watching me. But especially him.
You don't think they're dangerous, do you?
I think this whole place is dangerous. I think we've got to escape. Before it's too late.
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Of course I'm right. Maybe my amnesia isn't total after all.
I trust Stephanie.
You're familiar to me. Like we've met before. In another life.
This feels like
Maybe we
they
really
watched
do
Twin
live
Peaks.
here. Maybe we were
And they're like,
together,
let's make a game.
and the same thing happened to both of us. An accident. Something.
Neither of us has bumps on our heads, if that's what you're getting at.
Have you been able
Face.
to remember anything else? Anything at all?
Well, I have.
I mean, they're
had
even
these
mentioning the
recurring
lodge.
dreams. Just fragments, really. Strange,
And
abstract
she kind of has the
images.
Laura Palmer haircut.
Liquid, chrome.
I mean, that's
just
kind of just a
another-
90s haircut.
Well, have you thought about how to escape Harvest?
We get
The wedding
married?
is only 3 weeks away. Not much time to get to know each other, is it?
They're about the wedding. Is it gonna happen? So the idea of a wedding doesn't seem so bad. I'm gonna hit on her.
Thanks. But I wouldn't marry anyone with things, you know, as they are.
Yeah, well, they can't force us to go through with it. If it comes
Ponto.
down to it, we just won't take the vows.
I don't think anything in Harvest is that simple. Too many people are determined that we get hitched.
Why?
Pottsdam wants the meat your father promised him.
Mate.
Your parents want to force you to settle down. Mrs. Pottsdam wants to have the wedding in the lodge. Me? I just want to escape.
Same. Lodge. The way she says mate reminds me of Michael Rooker when he says mate for some reason. I don't know, I just thought of him and as Merle in The Walking Dead. He says mate a lot, I swear.
Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge. This Order of the Harvest Moon. They're
Harvest
responsible
Moon!
for this insane bake sale that's coming, and for the Harvest
Oh, he
blood
says in
drive,
Slither.
too.
Maybe I'm thinking of Slither
When
then.
people talk about the lodge,
Mate.
it's always in this hushed, reverent tone.
Whoa!
Mom
Full
keeps telling
screen.
me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
If that's true, maybe joining the lodge is the way out.
Look, why not explore the town a little? I can't get out of here, but if I could, that's what I'd do. Maybe you can figure out what's happening here without going anywhere near the lodge.
You're really afraid of the lodge, aren't you?
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
I mean, look at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Come back and visit me soon, okay?
Yeah, look at it. Like, so much to look at, madam. Do-do-do. Boo-do-do. I keep thinking this is a cat. Alright, she wants me to explore, because I think this whole, like... I think she's lying to me. She's not... No one is actually grounded. They're just making me do all the weird shit. Don't worry, Stephanie. I'm not gonna call you out on your schemes. Your makeup looks just fine. I didn't realize I was wearing any. She would never. Look, I trust Stephanie, but I also don't. All right, let's go break in other people's houses. Let's learn about them. I'm gonna be called Ripper. I know of Ripper. I've never played Ripper. I want to. I was gonna buy it today if it was on Steam, but I didn't see it, so I'll probably just have to get it through like other ways. How about the abandoned house? That seems pretty trustworthy. What the fuck? I'm supposed to be abandoned. Talk to Tetsuo Crumb.
It's not often that I get visitors. I am Tetsuo Crumb.
But then it's not
The
abandoned.
agent of Harvest called me the Wasp Woman. A pejorative.
The Wasp
no
Woman?
doubt, born of fear and a poverty of imagination.
Is
I
everyone...
don't understand.
Everyone...
The
His mom?
politics of honey. The Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure
Banned
are
by
all
God.
responsible for the prejudice against wasps. The politics of honey are intertwined with the age-old struggle of the aesthetic versus the commercial. Because I choose to raise wasps instead of bees, I'm frowned upon by the community. Why? Well, raising bees is acceptable because they produce honey. But sometimes it's not what is produced, so much as what is performed.
I don't see any particular use for wasps.
Why must everything have a use? Is money always the
These
determining
wasps are
factor?
awful.
More slender.
You're unhinged if you
more
raise wasps, yeah.
aerodynamic than the bee. The wasp is a
Oh.
joy to behold.
Holy shit.
Beautiful and juicy. Isn't that enough to compensate for the little drawbacks?
Eh.
Regard the wasp. Wasps produce nothing for others, but only for themselves. Wasps build nests and more wasps, nothing more.
Yeah, and they attack
spread into
people.
eaves and attics, not to make honey for supermarkets.
I have wasps
but to
that live in my
buzz and
fence.
rustle on their own paper, perpetuating their own agenda, growing stealthily, surely. The most
Again?
relentless of insects. Well,
It's about
as you
these
can
drawbacks.
see, the little darlings do love to sting. Another source of prejudice for the masses, and another reason to love them. Bees are like animals. They sting only for a reason, for sacrifice. They have no conception of individual sensation, of pleasure. When a bee stings, it rips itself apart and dies for its audacity. This appeals to those raised worshipping a god that demands sacrifice and atonement. But the wasp is promiscuous. They are not as sympathetic to the masses.
Starting to understand why she
because
lives
they
in this
don't
abandoned house.
die when they sting. They live to sting another day, and they take pleasure from it. Yes. a great
Hellraiser-esque
deal of pleasure.
wasps.
The wasp is a sensual being, not a laborer, hedonistic instead of industrial. Some think them quick to anger. In truth, they are easily swayed to ecstasy. They penetrate your flesh, and the muscular contractions in their thorax as they pump venom could be likened to the muscular contractions of ejaculation. Each painful welt, an act of love.
Okay, bye.
It's not often.
I can't just only say bye to her now. Oh god, the wasp in the corner of the foreground. Sealed shut with wasp nests? Ew! Rather colorful picture of a wasp. Or wasp in her oven too. The sound of it, these cabinets are infested with wasps. Ew! I'm getting out of here. I don't want to loot her stuff. It's all full of wasps. Examine the car. Old car is perfect nesting grounds for wasps. What part of this house doesn't have a wasp? The attic window is perfect nesting grounds for wasps. Oh god, is that a chimney? The gutter. Yeah. Weeds. Place you could sure use a gardener. I can see why now, wasp lady, right? Control the wasps with your bit. I don't think she can really control them. I think this is all gonna backfire on her. Or she's the Grim Reaper. I think we could leave her alone. I'm starting to understand why it's like still abandoned and why the cops or anyone hasn't like forced her to move. They're like, just let her squat there. She's got a bunch of wasps. The only way to like take care of that house without like unleashing a bunch of wasps and other people's properties, like generally just like nuke it. All right, Johnson residence. Well, why is Mr. John, is he in a wheelchair outside, just like in his driveway?
Hello, Steve. How's the husband to be?
Oh,
Other
he's
than having no
scary.
memory, I guess I'm all right.
All right. You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into, if you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded. Her daddy's worried about getting his meat. So
Is that
if I were
Eddie?
him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Right. And you are?
You always were a kidder, Steve. I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just got finished waxing the tucker. I could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you.
Oh God, why did I have to show up when Edna was gone?
Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that turned me away. If I was interested, that is.
Okay.
Just because she owns DNAs, she's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence. And her with a little girl to raise. That child needs a father. And Edna, well, she needs a good, hard penis.
Can somebody arrest this man? Shiz, did you hear this shit? Thank you for the 88 months. Hi, how's it going? Is that a metaphor, sir? Edna's Diner. Are we just gonna... I'm surprised penis isn't a dialogue option.
But money isn't everything to a woman. Can money keep you warm at night? Can you wrap your thighs around it? Or rake bloody gashes in its back with your painted hollowed fingernails? Edna? Edna! So, how's Stephanie?
She's grounded. I don't want to talk about his penis.
I still haven't gotten an invitation.
I wonder why, creep.
I don't have anything to do with that.
I'm not in control of my own wedding.
Personally, I'd prefer a pass to the honeymoon. You could use the back seat of my Tucker for the maiden voyage. It's plenty big.
His face while he's saying this shit.
I'd drive you around.
Like he's excited.
And I wouldn't look in the back seat. I guarantee it.
He's like, please do it in the back of my car.
Come up front and take the wheel a while. I wouldn't say nay.
Somebody should honestly arrest this man. Can I say that?
Hello?
Someone should arrest you. I can't type it all. Sergeant, thank you for 43 months. Yeah, you came at an interesting time.
I don't take your meaning.
Okay, he doesn't understand what arresting him means. Go to jail.
I don't take your meaning.
Of course you don't understand.
Heck of an automobile, isn't she?
Automobile. I don't want to type penis. I don't want to talk about his penis.
And watch over her all the time.
I will call him pervert though.
But if I didn't, those stupid kids might scratch her up playing ball.
He sounds like Eddie though, for real. Like just an old, like he looks like an old Eddie and he sounds like an old Eddie. And he says things that an old Eddie would say from Silent Hill 2. Right, like you hear it? He's like, this is for the sex offender registry. He's gonna be the first one on it.
Hell yes, it's real. I wouldn't be so protective of her if she was just a reproduction.
Reproduction?
I'm mighty particular about my Tucker. I had the garage remodeled like a fortress, so I could lock her up at night and get some sleep.
I'm sure she's safe enough inside.
A few months back, someone broke into my house, trying to get into the garage. I had to gripe like hell before the sheriff agreed to start the evening patrols and instigate the curfew. Edna Fitzpatrick.
Oh God.
What makes you so sure she needs a penis?
You saying Edna's getting it from someone else? Like maybe that damn Sheriff Dwayne?
It's definitely Dwayne.
He's over at DNA's diner every day from noon to 1, eating his dadgum pie. And I got a feeling he'd like Edna for dessert. Sure, it's the only diner in town, but I'm sure he's got more on his mind than food.
So, I should tell him yes, and then just watch the world burn. God, I wish that's what I could do. Like, I'm, like, basically filming a reality show, and I'm just, like, the producer, just, like, pitting, like, arguments. Yeah, just, like, essentially, like, making this a soap opera. I don't give a shit about getting my memory back, or figuring out who the fuck Stephanie is, why we're getting married, what this whole lodge thing is. I just want to watch them argue.
Edna, Karen's only 5 years old.
5 years.
Since Mr. Fitzpatrick passed away, in Edna's arms and legs, I might add, Edna's been raising Karen on her own. What a shame. To deprive a little girl of a positive male role model, and her mama of a fine, stiff penis.
What is wrong with you?
Bye now.
Bye now. I don't want to hear about your penis anymore. Alright, let's... Mr. Johnson keeps watching his precious 48 Tucker. We gotta check the car for cameras. Wait. Really likes his penis. I mean, it's good for him, I guess. I'm sure it doesn't work. He's just, like, overcompensating. Mail cover is locked in place. Nasty stench drifts up from the sewers below. Yeah, definitely dead bodies. Johnson erected impenetrable forces to protect his Tucker during the night. Alright, Johnson, good luck on the penis. Oh, is that all the same? That's the garage? Okay. That's okay, but please, with consent. Yeah, I didn't ask for him to talk about his penis. This is not why I played this game. Professionally kept landscape. Alright, this is a mortuary. Yeah, great wording. Oops. Paganus. Examine the sofa. A pair of comfortable looking sofas. Hold on. I don't want to hear that man talk about what he just talked about. Same symbol as Eye on the Wasp. Oh, you're right. The votive candles have been lit by many well-wishers for the dead, or one well-wisher with a lot of matches. Oh my god! Mr. Moynahan. Why do you look like Abe Lincoln?
Stephen,
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynahan, mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
Well, you always
He's
were
the game's
a killer,
director.
Steve.
Why does he look like Abe
Besides,
Lincoln?
as one who deals with the dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs of the living. Your loss of memory is of no concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
Why is there blood on
What are
your
you talking
ceiling?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming harvest
There's
bake
blood
sale.
everywhere.
I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses.
1 second. I'll be right back. The sounds. This is what they, yeah, when people are kissing a 90-day fiance, this is what you hear. Drilling and everything. So anyway, the bake sale.
This bake sale is a joint effort of the Harvest PTA and the Order of the Harvest Moon. The proceeds will be used to set up a fund for transients. In other words, bums and
Human
societal
turbs.
rejects without families who wander into Harvest uninvited.
Then the Order is setting up shelters for the homeless?
Not shelters. Graves. You see a great number of these hobos die while passing through. Don't ask me why, it's what those people do.
No, it's Coke.
Use your common sense, Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses? As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs? Such as...
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare.
He's like, oh,
And
I've
my
said too
losses have
much.
been substantial of late.
Please leave me alone before I
If you're
divulge
sincerely
more.
interested in the Order, however, you should stop by the lodge and speak with the Sergeant-at-Arms.
Why should I be interested, Mr. Moynahan?
Of all the spots in
My
Harvest,
ghost face
the
blinky.
lodge is the most prominent, literally and figuratively. It is the ambition of everyone here to join, and join you must to attain wisdom.
What kind of wisdom?
If I knew, I'd
But
be
he's
a
gonna
member.
keep talking and spilling
I
info.
have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. We all
Stephen?
believe that. Whether or not you live up to your potential is up to you.
I'm gonna get him to keep talking.
It seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to Harvest to die. They simply drop dead, penniless, and they all need burials. God knows, by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials as well? My losses to the dead are substantial. Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them. Yes, I prepare them. I use this astro glue to close my
Ooh.
autopsy incision
Sponsor?
rather than sutures. It's much faster, more efficient. Of course, it only holds for a short while, but once they're in
Oh.
the ground, who cares if they split open? They will anyway. The pressure of the gases and the worms pressing outward, rupturing the cavity open. So why bother with fancy needlework?
A cold-blooded approach.
But what of my
He's like, ah,
losses?
yes, cold-blooded approach.
Do you realize if it weren't
Typical.
for the efforts of the Order of the Harvest Moon, the bake sale and so forth, even with the Wayward Hotel, I'd be hard-pressed to stay in business.
This is all an excuse for cannibalism. How much money are they planning to earn with the bake sale? How many bodies? Did I listen to all
As
these?
owner of the only hotel in town, I do my best
Oh yeah,
to
the
accommodate
hobo.
any hobo who straggles into town, vacancies permitting.
It's very charitable of you. We're the guys who drop dead stay at your hotel.
I really don't recall. We get so many low-life dregs passing through here,
Heaps.
I can't remember every little death that occurs.
Huh. Are there that many?
As I said, sliced open on a mortician's slab, every corpse looks the same. Red and juicy.
But surely you'd remember if these deaths were an unusual occurrence.
You sound like you're launching some sort of investigation, Stephen. That would be most unwise.
Bye, bitch.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
Well, I'm happy you didn't turn me into dead. Organic things floating in formaldehyde in these jars, sort of things that make you want to look away before you can really see what they are, but your eyes won't oblige. Yeah, what is it? What's in the jars, Steven? 33 degrees Fahrenheit? Well, it is the morgue, I guess. The messy remains of some poor soul. Oh, there's the astro glue. Pick it up.
You can't have that, Stephen. I
What?
need it for my work. And may I say you're a rude young man for attempting to steal it.
I was only gonna borrow it.
Indeed. And have you anything I could hold as security?
Security? Like what? Money?
I'm afraid that's not good enough. I need that glue for my work. You must present me with something significant if you'd have me part with it.
Okay, so I need to trade him for some glue. Just take it anyway. Just do it on the way out when he's not looking. Oops, he spilled. Hi, Young. This is a point and click game, sir. We need it. This is not, yeah, this isn't a debate game. This is a point and click. Seriously, why is there blood, like, everywhere? What happened? Like, how do you get blood up there? Like, the body explodes?
You can't have that.
Fuck.
I'm afraid.
What do I even have in my inventory? I have a pen. Can I give him a pen?
Why should I care about that?
To trade for the glue! Come on, that's a very precious pen to me, sir. I would be missing out in life if I didn't have my pen. It's my favorite pen. It's the symbol again. Say kneels before the shepherd, vividly terrified. Print of a head, buttocks, and sliding heels are scraped in the thick dust of the pew. Girl. Brass candelabra holds several strange smelling candles. Obsessed with one of those astronaut pens that writes upside down. That's a thing? Paint could be chipping off. Don't think that's paint chipping off. So where's this lodge? They want me to check out the lodge, do they? Check the cemetery. This is too scary. Black Lodge, perhaps Black Lodge, perhaps Red Lodge. 2 years in harvest is too long. Fear not in death. Monty Jakes. Jakes? Another unknown visitor. Was 44 selected 44, symbolize stability and strength needed to achieve long-term goals, emphasizing resilience. Like cannibalism? Another resting place amongst the grave. Who has a picnic in a cemetery? Hi, Flam. Marble doors have been sealed shut. Meaning Sycamore is dead, rotten, unstable for climbing or stringing nooses. What specifically the nooses? Is this my... So loud. What better place to have a picnic? You know, I never thought of it that way. How bougie does your family get for them to be purchased a mausoleum free at the cemetery? Like the Waynes, like Bruce Wayne's family. 1 second. It's like eating a restaurant, but everyone is dead. There's a picnic cemetery. Might have your wedding at a cemetery soon. I don't want to. I don't want to have a wedding at the cemetery either. I want nothing to do with any of this. Oh, that's the lodge? Oh, here it is. Examine the hole. Red eye gleam from the eerie malevolence from the darkness. Who's this chode?
Only initiates may enter the hall of the order.
Is this Chodai?
Did you say something?
I did not speak, but my mind touched yours.
Telepathy.
Sir, can we not be touching my mind?
Only those who seek enlightenment warrant my attention. Do you hunger for true knowledge?
Well, okay, Stephanie said we had to join the lodge to get out, so I'm just gonna humor him.
There are always obstacles to the path. considered for initiation into the mysteries.
Paperwork? Okay, give me the application then.
Applications are available at the post office. Postmaster Boil disseminates them
Even
to uninitiated. I do not sully my hands.
Then I just fill it out and return it to you, or what?
You may find it difficult to obtain an application. You will no doubt need to find some way to persuade Postmaster Boil to give you one in the
him saying application post office.
rules. When you do, however, bring it to me. And if you are worthy, you will be put to the test.
Dude, like even being part of like the lodge cult requires an application. This is brutal. Welcome to our neighborhood or nightmare cult. Do you have an appointment? Well, at this point, wait, sergeant at arms. At this point, he's kind of just like the receptionist, so he's not really that important. Alarming green sludge oozes from the drain. Looks so ancient as the building itself. All right, so I had to go to the postman to get an application. But how do I convince the postman that I need an application for the lodge? Post office, barbershop, general store. I like how I live right next to general store. Missile base? Okay, the lodge is this. That was because it was just like a plot of land for a sec. I was like, why is that the lodge? Alright. Hey, post office. I'm gonna go to I'll go to your local USPS, ask them the application that you need to fill out to join the the lodge.
Hello?
Hi, Heroes Keep, thank you for the 2 months. How's it going? 41% off packing peanuts. I did see that. I have not seen packing peanuts at my post office in so long. I only have used packing peanuts when I get them from like other shipment at like these days. All right, talk to Postmaster Boil. This is the guy.
Yes?
I need some help, Mr.
Postmaster Boil, what can I do for you today?
Postmaster Boil. Call me suspicious of having an enormous evil temple with cultists. What's supposed to be a small town America seems odd. Right next to a missile base, by the way. And an abandoned house consumed by wasps. You packing peanuts used to be your last job? Ugh, they're awful. I kind of like them, I don't know. But they just like get everywhere. Was one of those names like Blanche and Gladys that aren't used anymore. We should bring back Gladys. Alright, I'd like to lodge application.
Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right now.
How?
You must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork.
Why can't I? Can I go get one at the lodge and say, come on, I won't kill you to make a lousy copy. Just make another copy.
It's not the effort, son. It's the principle. We must adhere to our standards.
This is as bad as the
They're all that
DMV.
stand between civilization and chaos. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boil, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception.
How in demand is this lodge?
Wouldn't be right.
It's by. How demand is this lodge? Because it just seems like it's kind of like a secret thing, kind of. Well, no, it doesn't seem, because like what Stephanie's like, we gotta go to the lodge to leave this place. How many people are trying to
Next
do
time
what we're
you post,
doing?
Don't forget the zip code.
Fuck you, Boyle. Who's woman? Blind woman is trying to read her mail. Well, that's not really. Do you need some help? Mailboxes seem hardly used because there's nobody that lives in this town. Zip code map with Harvestead Center. Don't forget the zip code. Bake sale, bake sale. 3 clocks 3 times. They're all, well, yeah, that's not unusual.
Sorry, son, no time to talk. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor hell shall keep the mail from its appointed rounds.
Do you guys remember that one Hey Arnold episode where the mailman legit, like, he kept chanting that because he took his job really, really serious?
Next time you post, don't
forget the zip code. Don't bother me, I'm busy doing nothing. Well, now what? Do we go back to Chodai and then... Hey. Look, they were out of applications.
Have you obtained an application from the postmaster?
Not yet.
If you would find knowledge, you must seek it from the first realization of the wanting.
I don't give a damn ahead with this screwed up town. If I'll get an application as soon as I can. No, why is this guy such a... He's such a little bitch. Like, we generally can't get one until for like another month.
Harvest seems strange to you. Nothing is quite as it seems, or should be. Such is the way of all things when viewed.
Otto, I think it was the lodge.
Only within this lodge can the truth be found.
Alright, listen, postman. Well, should I go talk to Stephanie? Maybe I should talk to Stephanie. She'll know what to do. I don't want to hang out with Wasp Lady for a month. Pastorelli's barbershop. Oh god, these characters. Doesn't respond, not understanding English? What about Mr.
Howdy,
Swell?
Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
Pete Swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
Face.
What are you talking about?
I really think you should talk your father into buying some. He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum siding. Keeps it warm in the summer, cool in the winter, and it keeps out the sheep. Pastorelli ought to look into some, but I can't get him to understand a word I say.
I didn't come here for talking about aluminum siding. Do you know anything about an application? Here, can I put that? Lodge application.
Stop funning around.
Damn
now.
it! Don't talk about your aluminum siding.
Aluminum
Steve.
siding can't get a fair shake no more. Started when those firemen came to harvest, filling people's heads with newfangled notions like color coordination and interior design. You can paint aluminum, you know, if you want to. But even so, I can't seem to move it anymore. Not even to a rube like Pastorelli. Thank God for the plumbing. Well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding game, so I took a mail course and learned how to be a plumber. Now, there's a business that never lets up. You'd be surprised what people flush down the toilet.
Honestly, yeah. Like, plumbers are gonna be needed no matter what. That's... Like, there's no... I mean, I don't foresee AI taking plumber jobs. People still need toilets. People are still gonna have dumb kids who flush weird things down toilets every day.
Pastorelli's a rube from way back.
What's a rube?
Ask Clem Parsons how he followed up with the alarm system in here. I'm a plumber. I could fix it for him, but he just won't listen.
I don't think I'd like to see a robot try. Glass bars me sitting pretty 100 years later. Rube's a sucker. Thanks. Brushing dirt 3 inches back and forth with a terrible janitor. Well, he doesn't understand English. We can't tell him he's not doing a good job.
Well, I seen the end coming for the... Nice
to see you again, Steve. So if I type in lodge here, because I tried lodge application.
Stop funning around.
Nobody gives a shit about the lodge. Nobody can help me.
Nice to see you again, Steve.
Okay, is this guy wearing no shirt under his
there,
overalls?
youngster.
Oh
Say,
god.
them aliens I was telling you about? Well, they came back last night. Cut another crop circle in my south field.
How come I never seen none of them saucers, Clem?
Them aliens is wily, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or two.
This guy definitely believes in aliens.
Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry.
Tell me more about the alien. I don't care about any of the aliens.
Well, son,
It
the
works!
range of the alien is a specialized area of woodcraft unknown to all but the wiliest sportsmen. What you gotta remember is, your average alien is smarter than your average human. So you gotta be extra careful building your blind if you want to bag one.
You hunt aliens.
Son, after nailing an alien, you can never go back to quail. What, you think you can get one of those at a swap meet?
That doesn't seem like it's a real
Line
alien
your
head.
blind with lead to fool their sensing machines. Lay real quiet and wait. Preferably in the woods.
Yeah,
around
his
the
phrasing
nuclear
could use some
base, where
work.
They love messing around out there.
Why not wait outside your field, Clem? Wait for 'em to come a-carving.
Oh, they do their crop doodles with zap guns, you darn fool. Don't you know nothing? Besides, ain't no place to put the blind out in the field. Now, you listen to Clem Parsons if you want to tag an unearthly being. They cross the void, wondering what lies beyond, all the time
Men in
not
Black.
knowing that what awaits them is buckshot.
Right.
Why, that Barber's pole of his is his pride and joy. Brought it all the way over from Italy, wrapped all special-like. It ain't nothing but colored glass with some bulbs stuck up in it. But he thinks it's the
She makes me think of Pirate Yakuza. I miss my sheep.
Though who in tarnation would want to steal a worthless piece of junk like that? I don't know.
Maybe them aliens, Clem.
Oh, Pete, don't be ignorant. Them aliens don't give a fig for no colored glass. You think if they can build spaceships, they can't make a dadgum barber pole? Crazy hick, don't know nothing about science.
I can't say with the final boss or Pirate Yakuza. Spoiler. Oh, well, we already talked about aliens, man.
Pastorelli shelled out for an alarm
Pastorelli.
system, all right, but he's too cheap to hire an electrician to hook her up. Dang idiot
Okay.
cross-wired it to the fire sprinkler, so now when the alarm goes off, it sets the sprinkler spraying. Tarnation.
Tarnation.
Aliens looking for intelligent life ought to stay away from this shop, sure enough.
Tell me more.
Well, son,
Ah.
the range of the alien is a specialized area of woodcraft unknown to all but the wiliest sport.
You...
Son, what? You think...
We already
Line
saw
your
that.
blind with lead.
Why not wait?
Oh, they late. The Pastorelli's a funny sort.
Funny sort.
You know. He cuts hair pretty good, but he don't know spit about nothing else. You just ask him to hook up an alarm system if you need convincing. Pastorelli shelled out for an alarm system. Anytime, Steve.
Except for its occasional hairball cough, it's hard to tell if the sheep is alive or not. Colonel Buster Monroe flipping the bird in his B-17 cockpit. Picture of Mr. Pastorelli as a young buck. Takes a true sportsman to hunt down those dangerous, let's say, cows. Where's the alien? Oh, it's up here. Fortunate extraterrestrial journeying hundreds of light years to wind up mounted on a barber's. Oh god. Sorry, my head just shooting headache. Okay. I don't think that's a real alien. Maybe solidified moose and sticky hairspray as lovely mannequin as a work of art. We can brag about having alien artifacts without getting unwanted attention. I need to hear more. Like, how did he get it? Tell me the story. This place is a waste of time. No one's gonna tell me anything here. Alright, general store. Any y'all got lodge application? He's too busy working to notice you. Tape and broken glass. Obviously professional break-in. Harvest bake sale this Friday in the school gym. Yum, creamed asparagus tips, 2 for $48. Lodge guy was touching your brain without permission. We should have him arrested. Well, who's Mrs. Phelps?
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store.
What a weird thing to do when you walk in a store.
Maybe you need to go back to Gein Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My
She's a white mage. I thought she was an angel for a second, like she had like wings.
You always were a kidder, Steve.
She said
serious, I
Pishaw!
need some help.
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia. In which case, I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory. In which case, I'd advise you to
Just
visit
scared
the
Majima.
sergeant at arms over at the lodge. That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
Don't know. Haven't seen him.
Care to buy anything today? Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
You seem to be doing okay so far. Shelf contains a variety of odd items for sale. Shoddy old TV missing the VHF knob.
Hello, Steve. Care to buy? Okay, dear. You check back if you decide there's anything you want. I'll be happy to help you. Come back soon.
Speaking of Willies, how's that guy keeps talking about penises? I don't like how she's like, speaking of Willies, how's your dad? Is she implying that my dad's a pussy? Exam projector. An old 60mm projector with Geen Memorial stenciled on it. The barrel reeks of rotting meat. Of course it does. Everything smells like rotting meat in this place. Dead roaches and bits of arid grit coat the water cooler's bone-dry reservoir. Ew. Or that dad gets around. True. It's only frozen at 4:05. Dude, Slim Jim sounds so good right now, but I can't eat them. The more boring possibility that your dad's just named Willie. I think people just mock him for being a pussy. Like, can we like find dad now? Oh, I should probably go talk to Stephanie. Where even is dad? God damn it. This game's weird. Mom, where the fuck is dad?
I told you I'm busy, Steve. Why don't you... Don't forget to put the...
Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know where my dad is. I really don't want to talk to Hank again. Oh, fuck.
Good. Leave me alone, will ya? This is the good part.
That's what he's watching? Here, does he know anything about the lodge?
Gosh, all I know is
he does.
I sure would like a look in there. But they don't allow field trips inside. They don't allow anybody in, unless they got an invitation.
How do you get an invitation?
Guess the same way as you get into Cub Scouts. When Mom signed me up for that, she took me down to the post office.
He got one from the post office?
You know, the paper.
And I can't?
Application?
Yeah, I think they got lodge forms down at the post office. But forget about getting in. They're real picky.
He got in, but I couldn't? Yeah, every 90s point and click will require help. I know, they're going to be obtuse. I'm gonna talk to Stephanie real quick, and if she doesn't know anything about how to get an application without waiting a month, then I'll ask for assistance. Look into your secret evil organization. There's a form at the post office that a freaking 10-year-old was able to get into. Stephanie.
Steve, it's good to talk to you, but if we're going to escape this wedding thing,
bitch,
I
tried.
Start learning some things about Harvest. And I think you might want to start at the lodge. Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge. This... Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
That's true.
Look, why not...
You're really afraid?
I look at that bill.
Girl. Right, bye.
Come back and visit.
Oh, wait. Maybe I should type application. Talk to her. Because, like, they won't give me one. I'm not waiting around 30 days.
Steve.
Steve. Application.
You're not making sense. Come back
I'm
and
not
visit-
making sense. Okay, Failmore. Anyone, how do we get an application? Or like, what do we even have to do next? How do I leave? Oh. Because the lodge won't let me in.
Have you
Not yet.
if you would find knowledge? Whether you do or not matters little to me. Many are called, but few chosen.
I know, right, Sonberry? Every single time. Without fail. Do you not have legs?
Oh, who goes there?
They tell me my name is Steve.
All right. This is Section 21. Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes two of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it. But at least you're not an alien. You see their ships every now and then. Sometimes swell.
It's true, I am not an alien.
Woods.
Who are you?
Colonel Buster Monroe, commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation, keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
These are nuclear missiles?
Goddamn right they are. Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards.
You want to call me?
This is the 50s.
Then you have sole control of the, missiles.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2. When I got my lower torso shot off in the war. Those pantywaists in Washington wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that. They owed me. I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They owed me. Of course, they felt that after the trauma of having to crawl from Germany to England trailing my intestines behind me, I was too emotionally unstable to continue.
How is he
in the
alive?
military. That's why they gave me this nice cushy job and put me in charge of the nuclear missile.
How is this cushy? Oh my god, there's so many things to talk to him about. First things first, intestines?
The funny thing about it is, you wouldn't think so, but you've got about 3 miles of intestines in your body, all curled up. Now that came in handy as I gauged my progress. While I crawled from Germany to England, my intestines would unravel, such that every 3 miles I'd have to roll them back up and stuff them back in. It became my benchmark, what I lived for.
How did he not bleed the fuck out?
Every time I stuffed my intestines back in, I knew I was 3 miles closer to freedom. And this way, I kept my sanity.
What are you, Wolverine?
That's what I told those idiots in Washington. But did they listen? No. Some weak sister shrink said I was too emotionally unstable to kill Koreans. So they transferred me to this boring stockpile of armed nuclear warheads. And to top it off, those pansy firemen won't let me join the Harvest Volunteer Fire Department. Oh, it makes you wonder. What's the point of going on?
Of course, they wouldn't have given you the, button.
Yeah, crawl from an entire
if you were really,
ocean.
Oh, say, emotionally unstable?
Of course not. I was given a full exam by my captors in the concentration camp. When I was captured
Sancho,
during my
that's
second penetration behind
It's a
enemy
weird way to type
lines.
3 miles.
The year after I lost my lower torso. It was quite thorough.
What did it say?
I don't know. I can't read German. Okay, yeah, you can't get shot in 2 equal but separate portions without feeling a little down. Who wouldn't? That doesn't mean I'm unbalanced. A little lighter maybe, but my balance is fine. Still, is it abnormal to harbor doubts late at night when your boots in the corner mock you? Is it sick to want to poke them in their eyelets and rip out their laughing tongues? Then you feel bad, and you invite them under the covers with you, but will they come? Oh no. Spit and polish, trump, a long, long way to Tipperary, especially when you're waddling on your hands. Get some
Waddling on your
gloves,
hands.
they say, in their high-pitched little voices, and snicker in the bootlocker, talking to my jockstrap behind my back. They all deserve a good nuclear holocaust.
Sir!
Son, when you've had your body shot in half, you know a thing or two about fear. You learn that when something actually happens, it's never as bad as you imagine it would be. Oh, sure, I can't write my name in the snow. I had to shell out a few simoleons for portable IV drips, colostomy bags, and so on. The pain is hardly what I'd call constant. I have my good days when I pass out completely. We're never asked to endure more than
That
we're
sounds
capable of
awesome.
handling, mister. Folks would die in a nuclear holocaust, but nobody would die who wasn't going to die anyway, sooner or later. And the rest of us? Why, we'd take a little R&R at the old radiation bunker, climb out in 2 weeks, and go back to work, refreshed and ready to contribute as productive members of society again. Makes me wonder why I don't just push the button and take me a nice vacation. Can you give me any reason why I shouldn't?
Nope.
All right, soldier. You talked me
I
into
talked him into it?
Unfortunately, there's only room in my shelter for one.
Oh my god. I didn't think he'd actually do it! I didn't do anything. He launched the nukes. Hey, we got an ending. I didn't think he'd do it. He was over here saying that he's just like, oh, I'm so emotionally stable. And he was willing to just like launch the nuclear missiles just because some guy said, yeah, sure, why not? Do it. And he did. Oh, now we know the nukes are real now. But anything he said made you think he wouldn't do it? I don't know, I thought he'd be a pussy about it. I know full accuracy is headshot me, right? Proud of him. Then launched the nukes. I think I may have just been like an accidental casualty in that. I just happened to be in the way of his gun. $15 an hour gate guard at the nuclear facility has full access to unleashing nuclear Armageddon. The world is hilarious. Yeah, like he just sat on the like nuclear button. No legs, too hell of a shot. That's why it was a fluke. There's no way that guy planned that. Fuck, what did I saved when I went back to her, right? God, do I have to talk to him again? Let's go talk to him. Okay, but we already, like, talked to him about most things. Okay, fine. Now I know not to... Now I know to take him seriously. So, could you tell me about the lodge?
I don't follow.
Fuck. What about aliens?
Aside from your commie bastard, your alien from another planet is the greatest threat to our democratic way of life. Did you know that 90% of sightings occur within the area of military installations?
I sure didn't.
Hell, I shoot at them whenever I see their ships.
I'm sure you do.
But my bullets ping harmlessly.
He shoots anything that's moving in the sky then.
Suspect those things operate out of the
This is an actual old game.
Just try to convince
Hey,
anyone
Pac-Man.
in Harvest of that. I tell you, son, a nuclear holocaust would be preferable to a takeover by big-headed aliens from Pluto. Lucky for
Pluto.
us, I'll be making that call when the time comes.
I'm sure you will. Alright, so commie bastard.
Frankly, all these questions are making me a little suspicious of you.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you're one of those pink-blooded Americans. Can you give me any reason why I shouldn't shoot you right now?
Oh, here it goes again. You can't shoot me, I'm an American, I have rights.
Rights, huh? Your average commie bastard is always only
See, now I know
too
to take him
ready hide
seriously.
behind the Constitution. Real Americans waive their rights for the common good. would you?
Sure I would for this great country of ours. I'll never refuse to surrender my rights. Fuck, what does he want? I refuse to surrender my rights.
Spoken like a true pink-up.
No! No, what the fuck? God damn it. Did he do the same thing? The game lags, like, when I press something and it doesn't, like, do it, so I press it twice, and, like, that timing makes it, like, skip the cutscene when I'm not trying. I just think it does, like, my first button press doesn't register. Anyway, he shot me. I have to go see what the cutscene was, though, because I accidentally skipped it. Alright, hold on, I gotta go admit to this man that I'm a communist. 1 second. Oh, there's stuff down here. Oh, it's the same cutscene when he shoots me in the head and launches nukes. Ah, that's boring. Alright, anyway, I'm not talking to that guy. He's just gonna keep killing me. Meat plant. Maybe my dad's there. Red brick building with the horrible stench coming from within. Are those cats? Run away, kitties! Oh. Talk to Pat O'Reilly.
How's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
He's been away
Place
from
is
work for
gross.
weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
I'm starting to think
This
my
is a
dad's
fine
actually
kettle of
dead.
fish, I must say. Though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly?
Hokum. Yeah, I don't... Let's just pretend we're not seeing what's on his table.
Look, I'm not kidding about the amnesia. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you always were such a kidder, Steve.
Funny how that's beginning to sound like a stock answer. Like it was coached.
It's
You sure are acting
Truman
like a kidder,
Show.
son. With your dad ill, you're
Classic
gonna need
kidder.
to start behaving like an adult, especially if you're gonna take over the family business.
You sure are acting like a kidder.
What exactly is wrong with your dad?
I don't know.
I wouldn't worry about it too much,
Oh,
Steve.
such a
You should
kidder.
be thinking about running the family business one day. That and getting into the lodge.
How do I get into the lodge?
What exactly?
I don't...
I wouldn't... You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask
Especially
your
not
poor,
kidders like
ill
you.
Dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach. A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups, and you've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by golly, you can call yourself a butcher. Of course, amnesia would certainly help that, wouldn't it?
Come to think of it, I don't see any cattle around here. Where do you keep the animals?
Does it matter? The end product is all the customer cares about, Steve. And we only carry the finest meat, only the juiciest cuts. Once you take over the business, you'll realize the importance of maintaining quality while cutting costs. We know what we're doing here, Steve. If we didn't, would the lodge use us to cater their affairs?
Not the lodge again. Oh, maybe once
Your
better
father's
to
very
further it.
particular about the profit, Steve. No freebies for anyone. But seeing how you're his son, if you'll bring written permission from your father, I'll give you the meat.
Written permission from my dad that doesn't exist.
There are certain tricks of the trade, Steve. Once your dad gets better and you start working in here cutting up the meat, you'll be privy to them. There's always cheaper, better ways to do things, if you're creative.
Sounds like such a PSA.
Don't be such... Can't talk. Don't be such a stranger.
Several small animals. No, not the kitty. Oh, the kitty. Yeah, whatever's in this barrel smells extremely bad. You don't say. Bloody tire tracks. Oh, this one's alive. It's breathing. The inspiration for this game? Probably Twin Peaks. Oh, Edna! I can talk to Edna. Alright, next. Slowly get out from the doors. I know, it's everywhere. They haven't said anything about human meat. All that was cat meat, probably. Principal Harold.
Steve, good of you to drop by, big guy.
This guy's definitely a
Haven't seen you
pedophile.
since graduation. A lot of changes, I hear.
You could say that.
Good, good. That's a nice part of my job. Turning fine young men and women out into the world, and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her. But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harold, the principal of Gain Memorial. Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense.
Steve,
I had hoped
I need you
you'd
to
be
stop
in the
being such a
lodge by
kidder.
now, fine young fellow like yourself. But now, I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
What? What do you mean by what?
What do you mean, quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern discipline, corporal punishment, as a means of socialization. Myself, I temper discipline with love. Quality time.
Like they're
can be
dropping
such a
every
warm,
hint
sharing
possible that
experience.
they're
After
cannibals.
just a few sessions, you'd stop this amnesia nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the lodge. Big guy, barring some quality time, the greatest gift I can bestow upon you as your former principal is a word of advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost.
More like pinko coated.
Within the lodge lies your
Pinko
future,
coated.
and without dust. Surely mine is the most important position in Harvest.
Just oh my god, the kids are
The
singing
ability to mold young minds.
London Bridge, I think.
That's power. You might think Sheriff
No,
Dwayne's
it's
the most important
the
man here. Big
Ring Around the
guy,
Rosie is what I meant.
but he only deals with my failures.
Which is also about
When I
death.
do my job right, the sheriff never sees a thing.
Are they? I just heard the ashes part.
Why do you keep calling me big guy?
A sign of respect, lad. As
Oh, now I'm
principal,
lad?
my station is higher than yours now, but you never know what the future holds, so you should always hedge your bets and pay tribute to your inferiors. You never know who will come to power, or who, even now, wields it behind the scenes. For all I know, you might already be a member of the Order, with access to the lodge. If that were the case, you'd be my superior, and I'd be all that much better off having shown you respect and spent some quality time with you. Big guy, barring some quality time, the greatest gift
Bro,
I can
I've-
bestow upon you as your former principal
I'm still just trying to get this
is a word of
application.
advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost. Within the lodge lies your future, and without
I've never seen a bake sale before in my life.
drop in again soon. Adult education is a
Oh, it's not Ring Around the Rosie. I don't know what song that is though. Probably about cannibals. I don't know. Uwe Boll? No. Uwe Boll does not have the creativity to make a game like this. Absolutely not. This is like a work of art compared to anything Uwe Boll has ever made combined. Alright, so are these... What? Examine the Indians? Like... Too busy drinking and smoking, they ignore you. We talk like, what kind? We talking Native Americans, or? Yep. This game was made in the 90s, everyone. It was made in the 90s. That was an acceptable term for Native Americans in the 90s. A corny western backdrop complete with cardboard teepee. Yeah, Uwe Boll makes tax loopholes, exactly. No, I'm trying to... Mr. McKnight? Hold on, I'm not ready for that yet. No one's operating the cameras.
Stay tuned, buckaroos. There's more to come on Range Riders Cowboy Roundup. So don't go away.
That guy's so strung out.
And what's your name, hombre?
Steve.
Steve's a swell name. My dog's name is Steve. Would you like my autograph, Steve?
When did they write that? No, I'd like to know who owns this station.
You want to talk to Mr. McKnight, buckaroo?
Buckaroo.
I'm just Range Rider, the cowpoke's cowpoke. You gotta excuse me, youngin'. I gotta ski-daddle to the watering hole and back before the commercial's over.
Ski-daddle?
Violence? What about it?
Oh, this is who Hank watches. Start stream saying buckaroo. Oh, that is weird. Billy, do you have a power? Children watch your show. Don't you think this violence is bad for them? I'm gonna tell them I love the blood and gore.
What red-blooded American doesn't? Nothing like an exploding head to get the blood pumping. Literally, that is.
Even so, do you think society pays a heavy price for the violence in the media?
Of course they pay a heavy price. Just look at the net profits. They'll line up around the
Billy, I think you might be the main character of the universe.
Now, excuse me.
Am I an NPC? Is this how I find out? Back on the air. Sam Lake. Card guy, really? I wish I could talk to Card Guy.
Can't talk now, buckaroo. We're on in just a sec.
Okay, but the lodge, I need the application!
Why, you're spouting nonsense, cowpoke.
Cowpoke? Goodbye, bitch.
Happy trails, buckaroo.
Why the fuck are there Native Americans, like, lining up? What is the reason for that? The show isn't compelling or no one wanted to be taken out by friendly fire. Let's go talk to Mr. McKnight. Spark's really his anchor being?
Office.
Yeah, I know, Mr.
McKnight. I own and operate this station. Have you brought me some news for tonight's broadcast, or...
I've lost my memory. That's news.
The hell it is. You always were a kidder, Steve.
Him and his kidding.
Any real news to tell me?
Actually, I was just wanting to know more about the TV station.
Hey, WHAR is the only television station in Harvest. Since the old Sentinel went under, what with the newspaper building burning down and all.
That was an idiot from Hollywood.
Nobody competes with us, sport.
But like, why are they lining up? Is it for extras? I don't know. Something feels fishy. What if they're part of... Oh, what if that's part of the cannibalism? Cats and Native Americans. You and your partners must be rich.
Partners? I run the whole show solo, pal.
You must be rich. Dude, he's on the phone, but also talking to me. Or he's an asshole. Very poor reception. Strange as the broadcast originates from here. Haha. Can I talk to any of them? Silver Tucker with the yellow interior. Okay, Edna's diner. Do I tell her about what's his name in his penis? 1955 Frag 100 with a real leather seat. Wowie. Is that Edna? Wait, Karen.
Hi, what's your name?
Karen.
What are you doing?
Playing. My mom is working, so I gotta stay out of her hair. Wanna play?
Not now, maybe later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Oh, Steve, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that? God, for a second I thought you were Mr. Johnson.
We know he's the creep, right? Mr. Johnson?
What would you like to order?
You know me?
Sure. And my name's Edna Fitzpatrick. I'm not the one with amnesia.
Then you believe me.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I guess I've changed. I'm not kidding.
Now, Steve, faking amnesia won't help anything. If you don't want to marry Stephanie, then don't. But don't play sick, for heaven's sake. I'd expect that from Karen, not an 18-year-old.
So, about that pervert.
Mr. Johnson has a liking for me. I'd call it a crush, but that's too innocent a word.
Yeah, he's a creep.
He's a bitter man with too much time on his hands. He's never gotten over being rejected by the lodge. And there's something unwholesome in the way he looks at me. I'm always glad when the sheriff comes in every day at noon.
Oh! Oh, and he comes here noon to 1, and that's when Mr. Johnson shows up, and that's why he was getting mad. He's like, that cop be all over my Edna from noon to 1 eating pie, or whatever the fuck he was saying. Sheriff?
Sheriff Dwayne is such a dear man. And
Dwayne?
I don't just say that because he's my most regular customer.
Dwayne?
Every single day, rain or shine, he
What does
comes
he
in
look
here
like?
at noon for lunch. Sits in the same spot, too. That's at least an hour every day when I can be sure Mr. Johnson won't show up. You know, it's funny. Dwayne never comes in here with Deputy Loomis, but he frequently dines with Mr. McKnight. You know, the owner of the TV station. Sometimes he comes in with Postmaster Boil, but somehow I don't think they're friends.
I'm glad to know she doesn't actually like Mr. Johnson. Did she spell? No, Dwayne. That's his name. Dwayne. Like D-U was his first name, I think, and then last name is with a W. That's, yeah. I think I met him. I forgot what he looks like, though.
Though I see them together a lot, Boyle and the sheriff never act very friendly towards
CPR.
each other.
I think she's supposed to be
Almost
drawing.
like there's some kind of bond between them besides friendship. Though what it might
Like
be, I can't
boyfriends.
imagine. Maybe Sheriff Dwayne resents the fact that he's never been able to get into the lodge. Though that's not Boyle's fault. He just hands out the applications. He doesn't decide who gets admitted.
Can I get a fucking application?
The lodge is the repository of all wisdom. You should join the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. And soon.
Why? For God's sake, what is it about this place?
The wheat ripens and waits not for the scythe. The farmer who waits too long, it were better that he use the scythe to rip his own stomach out than to stay his scythe when the wheat ripens. The harvest moon wanes and then comes winter. An empty belly, the body sun's belly, gurgling within or bloody on the ground. What does it benefit a man if he gains his soul and loses the world? You hunger. Feed yourself before it's too late. Oh.
Edna?
Steve. What happened? Were we talking about Boyle? Or was it Karen?
Oh my god, she's weird.
Strange there for a minute.
I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress. Running this diner all alone.
Oh no, she's husbanding herself. No, she just husbanded herself. I think there's something off about this town.
Though I see them together, maybe Sheriff Dwayne is such a dear man.
Such a dear
And
man.
I don't just say that because, you know, it's...
What's
Though
the
I
one
s-
that brings Karen's discussion
The
up?
Why?
The wheat...
Edna?
Steve.
You seem...
I'm sorry.
Karen.
You've met Karen, my 8-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the diner,
Oh!
she's all I have.
That's definitely a monster in a little girl's skin.
Stop by
go.
anytime, Steve.
No, I'm never coming back. Bye. I knew this place is weird. Okay, Edna's diner's weird. Police station. Police station! Edna's weird! I'm surprised she didn't offer herself a sedative. The cop ignores you too busy writing a bug report. Wait, did he just pull somebody over right next to the police station? That's easy. HPD. Sheriff. Oh, there's Dwayne. And Deputy Loomis. Billy Loomis?
Hello, Steve. Let me
Or
introduce
Dr.
myself.
Loomis?
I'm Sheriff Dwayne.
Dwayne,
and this
Dwayne.
here's Loomis.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then, we haven't met before?
Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged
No,
amnesia.
Mr. Johnson
Figured
is
I'd play along.
the grossest.
I sure hope this is just a prank, and not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean, or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding.
Why do these people still talk about this wedding? Everybody knows about this wedding except for us.
Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest little thing in Harvest. I think you and Stephanie are perfect for each other. I just hope her father's disappointment doesn't spoil everything.
Disappointment?
Mr. Pottsdam wants to hold the wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post office the first day of the month, waiting for Boyle to bring out that month's lodge applications. And there's always a long line, never enough applications to go around, and even if you do get an application, chances are you're right out of luck. Fewer are called to the order and even less accepted. And Potsdam, well, they've turned him down so many times, unless he does something radical, he'll never get in.
So according to most people, like, they want to go into the lodge, but Edna is the one who's just like, no, the harvest moon instead, yada yada, but she's really weird about it. And Stephanie's over here saying we gotta go through the lodge to escape harvest. What if that's not true? What if everyone's just indoctrinated to be accepted into the lodge, and then they become food or some shit? I don't know. What if the harvest moon route is the only way to salvation?
I don't mind telling you, I'd never get anything done if not for the lodge's
That's your
efforts.
thought too?
To join the Order of the Harvest Moon is the highest dream of everyone in Harvest.
Wait, the lodge leads to that no matter what? Cause like Edna was like, no, the lodge is evil, but the harvest moon, it sounded like she wanted to do that. Maybe she was already. I don't know. Either way, the lodge definitely doesn't seem like this is all very, very cult behavior where like they see nothing's wrong with it, but it's gonna lead to death. Oh my god, my freaking head has been hurting for the last 20 seconds. Oh. Ow. Anyway, the lodge is evil. They're all indoctrinated. How can I get an application?
Like I said, unless you get an application on the first day of the month, you're generally out of luck. Stop by the post office and talk to Postmaster Boil.
Find out what's happening.
You
We'll
never know.
become meat.
He might have
Become
a spare
harvester.
application laying around.
Been harvestered. Headache too. Make it go away. Thank you, Gallon. I knew people were gonna start asking.
Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry
You were always
prettiest
a
little
kidder.
thing in Harvest. I think you and Stephanie are perfect for each other. I
Oh, we
just
were
hope
talked
her
about her father's disappointment. Yeah, I'm
Mr.
used to it. Crime?
Crime-wise, nothing much has happened in Harvest since the newspaper fire. Oh, sure. Every week or so,
I
we
do
get
need
the
to
odd
eat
transient
meat.
dropping
I haven't
dead.
eaten.
But other than that, it
I didn't
gets
get enough
pretty slow
protein
around
today.
here.
Actually, that's not true. Yes, I did. I'm good. Okay, jail.
Now, that's a place you don't want to wind up, boy.
Really?
We've got a 3 strikes and you're out rule here in Harvest. You get arrested the 3rd time, you never get out of jail alive.
What?
So don't go committing any crimes, boy.
Amnesia?
3
No.
crimes and you're
I'll
dead?
get you pronto.
That's the only way out of here is just to die.
Stop on by any time.
No, this dude just threatened to kill me. He's like,
Anything
stop
I
on
can
by.
help you with?
No, the coffee smells good.
Help yourself.
This guy's definitely on the verge of
Speaking
dying.
which, you're real lucky to be marrying Stephanie. She don't look like a good woman. I just hope she don't turn out like
What?
Mrs. Loomis. Or mercy forbid Mrs. Phelps. Good women can be awful hard on a man's needs, don't you know?
Is he a pervert too?
Why, you sure ought to appreciate what a man's gotta do sometimes in a parked car, or a waist-high knothole in a tree, or jail cell at noon. Matter of fact, Mrs. Phelps got no reason not to sell you some of them French postcard girly picture books. If you can get any, you see clear to part with them. Bring them round when the sheriff's at lunch.
He wants me to give him.
I'd be obliged.
Find him postcard porn. Yeah, Narcissus, that's what he's getting at. Ew.
Of course, I don't necessarily mean French postcards. That's just what we called them in my day. Any kind of girl
guy's a pervert.
book, the kind men like, would be just dandy. I'd be right grateful, kiddo, if you were to bring me one. Mrs. Phelps down at the general store.
Oh, that's his
kept
wife.
Things none. She's got them special picture books, the one with the ladies. But she won't sell me none on account of she knows my wife, Mrs.
Oh,
Loomis.
Phelps, right.
Loomis. Burn my britches.
So he wants me to buy the
If
pervert
I
books for
even
him?
ask about 'em, she tells Mrs. Loomis, and I get the broom.
I get the broom.
Enough to break a man's
Ooh,
heart.
I'm gonna have to remember the
Burn
broom.
My French postcards, and me unable to replace them. A man's got needs, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Why, you sure.
Already heard those.
Get it?
Fucking perverts, all of you. Unsolved arson and it's full. I guess they don't care about solving arson. He did sound like Goofy. Is that Goofy's VA right there? What? Someone sounded like Mickey Mouse and he sounds like Goofy. Alright, we have fire station, newspaper building. Oh, the newspaper building's on fire. Well, was. What's left of the newspaper building after an extreme fire? Well, what the fuck? Fire hydrants and the burning still built out. I was gonna say, why is there 3 fire hydrants? At least the plumbing held up. I'm starting to think it was an inside job. Goofy's wife left because of his porn addiction. That's the Disney movie they don't want to tell us. Examine the fire truck. Fire truck with a lovely shade of pink. Communist fire truck! Talk to firemen.
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
That's so messed up. Is that why it's pink? Oh my god, the 90s. And the flowers. With all the rose pretty flowers, the firemen must have a ton of time on their hands. Well, the building right next door burnt down. No, I know communist is red, but what's his name said pinko blood, so I'm calling it pink. God, it's like you didn't play this game. Okay, anyway, like I was saying, the building immediately right next door is burned, and they're over here saying like, well, we have so much time on our hands. Just throw back there for communists? Yeah, I know. Ew. Talk to male model.
Converse on the job, Steve.
I was filming from his barking chops.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do!
Why are the firemen gay?
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the house.
Are
of
they
flame, as
serious?
we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spots. Honestly, once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot.
Good boy.
So, Steve, bet you don't remember me. Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal
House of Flames
Sparky
because we're
from your
flaming.
fire department.
Would you hear about my memory loss? So I was sketching nude men in my fire department.
Please, it's not the subject, it's the process. Don't be such a party pooper, Steve.
It's supposed to be an ass.
Talking about art. Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp woman's place
Please
is
burn
one
down
big
her house.
accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
What a cute dog.
A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly.
This is so offensive. And also 3 fire hydrants, we have to mention that. Nothing that crops up to make Twitch unhappy, is there? I mean, no, the focus wouldn't be... They could show a penis right now in the game. I wouldn't get flagged because the game is not about the penis. Something else? Oh, you think it was arson? Maybe you're too busy drawing to put it out in time?
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man, or the same nude man over and over in all sorts of provocative positions? Context, not content. Process, not subject.
The lisp is so bad.
It's beneath you.
Fair parents let you play this, but do they even know what they were letting you play?
Art enriches the community, Steve. No
Yeah, again, we have to reiterate, this game was made in the 90s.
Or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man, or the same nude man over and over in all...
It's a gouge beneath you.
Some people think all we do is sit around, sketching fetching examples
You
of
do!
manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the
That's
truth.
not true, you do that!
Just the other day we cited Tetsu a crumb for fire code violations.
Cited?
All the dried out paper wasp nests clustered around our wooden house. Why, it's a chemlog just waiting for the right faggot. Believe me, none of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel fire.
90s. God damn.
Bye-bye.
I don't want to come here ever again. I know the fact this game was made in the 90s is very self-evident. Yeah, it's like every 90s like offensive trope all at once. Photorealistic mural of a peaceful countryside. Phallic-like structure standing all in a row. An accident just waiting to happen.
Stop it!
You're messing me up.
Stop it! You're messing me up!
This is so stupid. Alright, are we done here? I didn't learn anything from these people. I thought I'd come down here and get all hyped that I was gonna get some... Oh, wait, did we go to the Wayward Hotel? Oh, no, we didn't. We have one last building to inspect. Mr. What? You're here?
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your
I mean, I guess it is like right next
slab,
door.
and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing.
Ew, okay, bye. Jesus. I walk in
I'd
into
say
a
it's been
threat.
a pleasure.
Door's locked. Ledger of names, the last being Jonathan A. Rhinecliffe, checked in Monday. Reflections make the lobby seem more spacious than it actually is. That's barely any reflections. This game's weird. This game definitely wouldn't make the woke list. Yeah, it would be on that list of that consists of like 10 games that are all like baby games. Pretty cheap looking side for such an uptown establishment. Okay, well now I genuinely don't know what to do. I've expected everything I could. Well, I talked to Edna. Should I talk to Johnson again?
Have you?
Not yet.
If you would. Harvard.
It was the same conversation. All right. What do I do to progress? Spaghetti, which I know doesn't mean anything because I said spaghetti, which means no one's gonna answer me.
Sorry, son. No time to talk.
It's some dirt on the
Neither rain
principal,
nor
right?
sleet, nor snow nor hell
I don't know
shall keep
how.
the mail from its appointment.
I talked to the principal.
Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
I cross this mockery idea wholesome 1950s to be honest. I think they went all in. What do I wait? Like I have to go to the newspaper building? What's over there? It's on fire. There's some proof that Postmaster wasn't here. Gabriel Knight? I have not. Was there? I mean, I don't really see anything. Oh, the shovel? Nope. Oh, pick up shovel. Use shovel on ashes. Ah, dude, that's such a fucking little pixel. Burn the ashes debris, spot a few hidden remnants. Examine the burnt flyer. It's flyer for the harvest bake sale. Ooh, the post worker's button. It looks like it was ripped from the cloth. Okay. I feel like I'm in some weird 90s time where it's very, very, very 90s. Okay, so do we show that to him? That's cool. I'm just... I mean, I have it disarmed. Whoa! So I guess I go talk to him? Wait. Why does Edna's Diner look like it has a pool in the back? I have Phantasmagoria yet. Alright, so do we show the key to this guy? Tell him he's in Twabble?
My button. Why, I lost that months ago. Where did you find it?
My button.
Funny thing that I found it in the ashes.
Okay, so this is blackmail. Oh fuck, I should have saved.
What are you implying? That I had something to do with setting the fire? Preposterous. Why, 100 people must have visited that site since the fire.
But only one of them had a button go missing. Cut the crap. We both know you set that fire.
And what if I did? I guess I'd be pretty grateful to anyone who could help get me off the hook.
How?
You seem like a capable lad.
Just give me an application?
Hypothetically, let's say there was a gas can sitting in the evidence room at the sheriff's office. A gas can which might have some incriminating prints on it. Someone might be very grateful for the return of that gas can. Say, grateful enough to provide whoever returned it with a lodge.
So he does have lodge applications!
Oh, and Steve, you'll keep this to yourself.
He just wants to use him as blackmail at this point. Okay, so the gas can at the police evidence room? Yeah, what about the rules? There are no rules. We are lost. Okay, but... how the fuck am I gonna get that? Do I just ask politely? Where's the police station? Do I ask politely? Just be like, look, I need to go to the evidence room. Don't worry about it. Door's locked. Door's locked. Alright. The other guy's not here.
Kiddo, you brought me any of them?
Oh, he needs them picture books.
No, sorry.
Oh, heck. Why should you be any different from the sheriff or...
Okay, so I give him the... I go to Edna's, try to get the picture books, give it to him, he'll be distracted, then I could just sneak into the evidence room, get the gas can, send it, give it back to Guy, and then get the lodge application. Come on, Edna. What do I have to give to her, though? Like, she's not gonna let me buy the picture book. She's gonna make me trade her something.
Steve. Care to buy anything today? Just point to whatever you want.
Well, where... operate the shelf. Is that it? Adult magazine? That looks like it's it. 25 cents. You must pay Mrs. Phelps before you can buy anything. Well, I don't have 25 cents. There's a rent. Oh, I do. Quarter. The only thing a quarter will buy is an adult magazine.
A girly magazine? Why, Steve, I'm surprised at you. I'd expect that sort of thing from Deputy Loomis, but never from you. He's always coming in here oogling the girly magazines.
Yeah, take the hint, lady.
Darned if I'd sell him one, though. I know his wife, for heaven's sakes.
Well, will you sell me one?
I certainly
Well, I don't
will,
know his
Steve.
wife, so...
That kind of interest is healthy for a young fellow. Steers him away from being a fireman.
Oh my god! Oh, did you give me the nudie book already? There it is. Alright, back to the police station. They've got quite the reputation. Everybody knows. Everybody knows about the firemen. Judging people are buying nudie mags when she's the one stocking and selling them. Because she's an asshole, that's why. And then she's just like, oh, I would have expected this from this old pervert, but not you. Well, never mind. It's healthy for you youngins. Like, make up your mind, Edna.
Oh. Oh. By George. Oh, by Jimmy.
Gross.
Oh, this here's the real thing. Oh. Can I have it?
Just like, I just want to throw it at him. Just fucking take it.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Excuse me, kiddo. I gotta go check the jail for clean towels.
They made this one as gross as possible. Alright, enjoy the towels. Alright, which one's the evidence room? Drawer's unlocked. Open it! Key to the evidence room. Yes. Take it. Is it a pencil? Well, I don't know which is the evidence room.
Well, that didn't work.
Found it. So he wants the gas can. That looks like it's it. What else can we look at? Where's her doll? Loomis says Ew! Not surprisingly, Loomis has tainted this evidence. Loomis! God, he should not be employed. Fat man murder spree. Bloody sneakers. Let's go ahead and take that evidence. We're so incriminating ourselves. He did not like green eggs and ham, so they killed him. Insta-shot camera, just point and click. Go ahead and take that. Bathroom kit is missing its razor. Fuzzy bear wielding a chainsaw. VW engine sits rusted at its core. Plane. More unsolved cases. I mean, they're all weird. The one guy's just a dirty old pervert. Hi, Duo, thank you for 57 months. Well, this is not a clock tower game. But yeah, there's a lot of point and click games out there. From the smell of it, you wouldn't want to open the refrigerator. I don't want to be anywhere in here. Uh-oh.
Hello, Steve. Where's Loomis?
Come around, out if you come. Oh, that's good.
Loomis, damn you.
Wait, no.
You pervert.
No.
Lighting up the mattress again. Folding up the towels. Charlie, snake.
This is the freaking zoom in on the every time. It's so like classic slasher movie. Like the way keep zooming on the newspaper, but like normally it's a knife. That's so funny. Dude, the freaking the towel. That's what he cares about. Yeah, why didn't you go to a bathroom? Like he just like went to like a very obvious open ass jail cell. Just freaking fire him. All right, I brought your evidence, you weirdo. They're not too cowardly to make a game like this. No one else qualified. That's true. Everyone keeps trying to join the lodge, so there's like how many people that live in this town at this point that may be unemployed? Like even the kids are employed. Nobody else could be a sheriff. All right, postman. Here's your gas can evidence.
Oh my god. I can't
Oh my
believe it.
god.
After all this time.
Where's my application, Boyle?
Here, take it. With my thanks. You know, this morning as I was making my rounds, I noticed an awful lot of television aerials on the roofs. Seems like more and more each day. Hello! You got me this can just in time.
Thank you, Radiant, for 23 months.
I may have need of it again.
It sure is something.
There's another reason why Sheriff Dwayne didn't investigate the Sentinel fire. If you'd like to get something else on the blackmailing bastard, check around the television station. While you still can.
Back to the TV station.
Sorry, son. No time to talk. Next time...
Why? Can I just like forge that? Pretend it's from my dad? There's the lodge application. How do I start filling it out? Let's just hope he fills it out himself. Okay, wait. So the TV station's got more evidence against what's his name? Damn you. Do we really need evidence? I feel like I could just like call the FBI, come into this town, and like they'll be like, oh yeah, these people are psychos. There's no evidence needed. It's clear as day. We should just nuke this town. 1 second. I'll be right back. Back. Oh, is he giving me sass too? He's still here. What was I looking at? Nothing. I can fucking read that. There are limits. Sheriff, if you think I'm going to keep something this forever, you are crazy. There are limits. Paying? Yeah. Definitely paying. Sheriff's checkbook. Bloody sneakers. Whose blood?
That's a ticket.
Oh, there we go. I forgot you can combine stuff.
Well, that didn't work.
What makes you think I give a shit about that?
Oh, I just took the photo! Oh! The McNeil secret safe, it requires the number combination before it can be accessed.
Don't hurry back.
What are the numbers? No, I've not seen my dad since he went to go get cigarettes.
Can't talk now, but
Can't talk now, buckaroo.
happy trails.
Alright, I'm just gonna turn in the lodge application. Is the sheriff's checkbook? Tulips ammunition. Deposit Boil. I was 100% raised on my mom. She's weird. Hi, Joker. I finally got a lodge application.
I see you've managed to acquire an application. That demonstrates resourcefulness, a desirable trait for prospective members.
Dr. Clow.
You need a rest. Report back here for your next assignment.
A rest? Damn, look at this production. Why is this place so big? Oh, is it gonna zoom out and then from Stephanie's POV? Oh, damn. Steven. This man is not 18, by the way. Dude just came back from his 9 to 5 to be 18. He's supposed to be 18, yeah. Burgers? What the fuck? This really is art. Well, he's 18-year-olds in 90s film style, where it's actually a 30-year-old actor being 18. Just put on the same shirt. Yeah, or just like the 50s. They all look older. So, do we go back to... Wait, operate the dressers or anything else in here? No. I like how it says operate. Like next... instead of opening the dresser, it's just operate the dresser. Pick up the newspaper.
What do you want, Steve?
You're still watching this show? Is Dad still feeling better?
I hear him at night, thrashing and moaning.
She's like that without an undershirt.
And see Mom
90s, am I right?
Pot holders on her hands, reaching for him. How can she do the stitches on him wearing those? Wouldn't she slip?
Don't be silly. She wouldn't do that. Of course she'd slip.
Of course
Maybe
she'd
that's
slip.
why he's not getting better.
Okay, bye.
Good.
Or where's Mom? Mom, where's Dad? She's still baking her cookies.
Hello, dear. How are you today?
Hello, you dear. How are you today?
Don't forget to put the papers out.
Walking uphill both ways during nuclear winter.
There now. See how easy it is? Things are so much better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep him that way.
Dude, I seriously, it feels like I'm trying to, like, keep the Yakuza at bay. Little mobster, right? You gotta remember to give the papers to Jimmy James every day, or else the Yakuza's gonna pay us a visit. Maybe it'll be Majima, though. Alright, let's go back to the lodge.
I take it you wish to be initiated into the mysteries of the Order.
He's killed, he'll kill again. The worst sub-story. Why does it have to be the kid? Nah, he's definitely like... He looks like a kid, but he's really just a vessel for like Satan or some shit. Yeah, I want to know what you know. Let's go. Take me to the lodge.
That securing the application was but the first step on your road.
Series of tasks? I don't have this kind of time.
Must complete a series of tasks to prove your worthiness as an initiate.
What kind of tasks?
Minor pranks, really.
Pranks? Are any of them on Jimmy James? Because I will not do that. I will not fuck with him.
But to complete them you must, if you wish to enter these walls.
Minor prank, eh? I'll bet. What have you got in mind?
There is in Harvest a man named Mr. Johnson. He owns a Tucker.
Ooh, scratching his car?
Enjoy. I should like you to put a scratch in it.
A scratch. That's all?
As I said, a minor prank.
Why are we just
Mind
fucking with the people?
damage the vehicle. Merely put a single scratch in it. Once you have done so, return here, and I shall give you your next task.
Okay, this is definitely nothing has. This has nothing to do with like any sort of enlightenment. It's genuinely just like it's essentially a made-up religion, just seeing how far they can force people to do random shit. Right, like this is Kiryu getting scammed in like the Ashori PP sub-story. But they're really just like secret assholes where they're just trying to harass townsfolk by just doing random shit. Yeah, like if the adult bullies the Yakuza started a cult. And then like all we get at the end of the day is just like, wow, I can't believe you actually did it. Do I have like a screwdriver or something? What do I scratch it with? I have a shovel. I have a pen.
Oh man.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Stay out of
You
bed.
just did the Sheriff PB sub story last night. It's a weird one.
Sorry, Steve. Too tired to talk right now. I just gave the Tucker a tune.
Then why are you outside? Go inside.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, like imagine the Shore PP one, but Shore PP is just asking you to just troll random people on the streets.
Bye now.
Bye now. How do I...
That really doesn't.
Oh man.
That really does.
I don't have...
Well, that didn't work.
How do I get, how can I distract him?
Sorry, Steve. Too tired to talk right now. Bye now.
Yeah, I probably did save, I don't know. So enter chapter 3, the entire Pirates of story first before the main one. I think when I got to like chapter 2 and 3, I just like did like every side thing possible and then I just beeline the story. Shorty PP, shorty PP. Where do we get something to scratch the Tucker? Mortuary would have like scalpels, right? Should I go there? I'm close to 100%ing it, but I'm like a couple things away. It might honestly be ultimate power fantasy. They're ground enough to feature all kinds of people you hate IRL, and Kiryu Ichiban Majima are strong enough to just beat the shit out of them without fear. Honestly, yeah. I think Yakuza games are so good at like generally just creating a ton of different like pretty much like every character, like in sub-stories, like every sub-story is a reflection of something that would happen in real life in some way or another. Some you may have had experience with, some you don't, but it like a lot of them do feel accurate in a way. But then even like the story characters, like even a lot of the villains, you can understand their point of view because they're just so well written. Like you don't have to agree with them, but you could definitely understand them with how they're written for the most part. And then you have characters like Bryce. Do not remember that save screen? I know it's weird, right? I just need to know how to cut Tucker. I don't want to go anywhere near the missile base. Maybe the barber shop's got a knife. Do it at nighttime, apparently. How do I make it nighttime? Do I just go to sleep again? Was that you almost want to agree with the most interesting to me? Yeah, like I don't even have to agree with them. I just have to like I can just understand a lot of them. Like Like they could say like they could do the most like outlandish asshole thing in the most asshole way possible. But like when they explain their justification, it's just like, oh, okay, I understand why you feel that way then, you know? Because like to me, that's what makes a good character, like a well-written villain. It's like it doesn't have to be something that like you know how people are just like, oh, Thanos was right, you know? Like I don't have to agree with anyone. I just have to understand it. I just have to accept that I can understand their point of view. Right, like why they're doing it, just not how, or like yeah, like the way they go about it at all. They're well thought out. Yeah, because it makes it feel like they're actually developing an actual human, not just like a fake, you know, 2-dimensional character. Played 7, man. The ending destroyed you. All of 8. Bryce. Yeah, 8. I love everything about Infinite Wealth except I don't love Ichiban's side of the story. Like the whole thing with Bryce and the cult, like I was just not interested. But yeah, 7's so good. Everything about 7 was peak. You know what I don't agree with? The Lodge. Yeah, stuff with his mom is great. I liked Kiryu's side. I like the Ichiban mom side. Wait, what's a Oralube? Wait, this place looks different now. Manhole key is stuck on top of the manhole cover. What's an Oralube? Okay, what? Oh my god. God, there's a whole paragraph that I didn't do. It's better when Yakuza does new main characters for its main game so it can actually go somewhere for them. I think Ichiban still has a lot to explore with, potentially. This game was made in the 90s. Okay, I have to go back. I have to give the sneakers to Jimmy. No, but he's not here. Wait, so did I fuck it up? Can I go to Jimmy? Because I was supposed to give something to Jimmy. Does anyone know? Isn't it funny how when I don't need backseating whatsoever, people are so ready to tell me, B, go forward. B, press X to jump. B, 2 + 2 is 4. Don't forget. But then like second I like have an actual question, nobody's there for me. This is why I hate backseating. Because it's generally like it's the dumbest thing. Like it's insulting. You can heal at the entrance. Balls roll on the ground. Oh shit. Balls roll? Do you know you could reload? Make sure you press square to reload. B, your ammo's getting close to 0. But make sure you reload if you want to start shooting your gun again. I know, Failmore, I am not envious of your situations where, like, it's literally impossible to backseat. Make sure you press B. Walking forward is really, really difficult. Just hold W. Try drinking water. Water known as liquid. It's really good for your body. You should, and your brain. You should drink some. Have you ever gotten a twist where so-and-so dies yet? Oh, my favorite. Okay, for real though, I what happens if I can't? He's on the evidence. I have the sneakers. I can't go back to Jimmy because I can't give it. He left. But no, like I saved after Jimmy left. So like, what do I do to like make him come back? Does anyone know? Either that or how do I restart the day? Cause yeah, my load is. It's like I'm like outside again. Well, I think so. Yeah, like he's not here. But when they see someone that doesn't know something about a popular game, right? Or like, they tell somebody something and they think, like somebody could tell me something I already know, but then that person will still take credit of like why I know that. Like I could have read something in a tutorial like 20 hours ago that said press down to switch styles. And somebody would go in chat like, oh, make sure you press down to switch styles. You're welcome. Like, fuck you. You didn't do anything. I hate when people act like that. I told you that. But no, like, for real, like, I actually need assistance now. Even the game does that. Look, the game already does that. I don't need people doing that. Can I just go to sleep and restart the day? Nope. IRL. Is this what it's like having friends? I hope not. It's so lonely in this car. No one's backseating. Well, is this what is known as a soft lock? Do I have to just restart the game and come back here? I wouldn't put it past it if it was a soft lock, because, you know, games in the 90s weren't exactly soft lock proof. So I'm thinking it's a soft lock. Or if this game has choices, I can haunt you 3 hours later. It doesn't seem like it... Well, it doesn't seem like decision-wise, but it, like, I left... Jimmy left. And I can't... I can't give something to him. Is Jimmy somewhere else? Like, after he leaves your house? Can we find him somewhere? Because, like, he's a newspaper kid, but there's, like, the newspaper building doesn't exist. So still have to give him shoes for him to give me something. Here, maybe he built it overnight. He did not build it overnight. I mean, Jimmy's sneakers is optional. Oh, it is? Okay, well, how do I make it nighttime then? Because it says once it's nighttime, go to Johnson's house, use the manhole key. Wait, go to the post office and use the Aura Lube on the manhole key. Where did you get the Aura Lube? What even is that? I don't know, like, was that glue? It's further up on day one? Oh, it's in Stephanie's bathroom. I found it. Just took her tampons. Can't take the band-aids. Alright, so we got oil loop, so we have to use it on the manhole to get the key. And then we wait for nighttime. Clean that place out. Yeah, now the backstairs have come flooding in. Like, oh, did you get the oil lube? Okay, I have the manhole key. I don't know why. Nightfall descends upon harvest. Oh my god. What a night to have a curse. Told her where to get it. Like, as I pick it up. Okay, well now it's definitely nighttime. So we can go to Johnson's house. Where's his car? Erected and Pencho's fence. Can we break into his house? Manhole cover. Wait. Small passageway loose through the sewers. Are we sneaking through the sewers? Dude, I would have not thought of that! That didn't even look like you could break it. How the fuck? I'm going so out of my way to leave one scratch on some pervert's car. Onyx, you're 37 months. You're a colorful bunch. Classic point and click. It's weird. Massa, thanks to give something to Kate. The lodge better appreciate this. They're watching, just like laughing at me like, oh my god, I can't believe we're making this idiot do all this. Where am I even coming from? Like, the underground is under his car, so he's like aware of that. I'm surprised he doesn't put like people there. You leave the paper out for him, you don't have to find him. You've been doing this for 3 days, he attacks. Okay, well I gave it to him on day 2, but I was supposed to give him sneakers as well. That's why I was trying to look for him. Now you're in Barbarian basement. I gotta measure my extra room. Wait. I got a pitchfork. Pick up the furniture dolly and the pitchfork. The furniture dolly is right here, though. Oh. Oh wait, so then I have to use the screwdriver.
Did it.
Hell yeah, boys! Okay, now I leave. We did it! I have to go back to, the cemetery. Can we like cover up the manhole? Don't operate the manhole, cover it. What was, we were talking about having an alert for gift subs that had to do with Yakuza. What was it? It was like either, it was like an audio file. Crazy delivery, yes, thank you. Super crazy devilry. That's what it was, thank you. I was going super crazy because I was thinking like, what was that line? I'm gonna write it down before I forget again. Super crazy devilry. Or for a raid alert too. I don't like doing raid alerts. Like vocal ones, but it would. Okay, back to the cemetery. Yeah, 69 specifically. Where's... What are you doing here, Mr. Potsdam?
I'm burying our cat. She passed away and I'm burying her. Go away and mind your own business.
Then, where's the cat?
I left her at home. Now leave me alone.
You're digging a grave for a person. So he has perfect sub alert. Oh my god, are we gonna have the same sub alert? Do it. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday. That would be perfect. Dude, look how like fucking subtle that is. I would not have found that. Super crazy devilry. I have to go back to the lodge, tell him what a naughty thing I did.
So, you have completed your first task. Now that you've scratched the tucker, you may proceed to your second task. You will steal a bolt of fabric from the firemen and bring it to me.
They're going back to their lodge buddies, being like, oh my god, he actually scratched his car, can you believe it? Now I asked him to steal clothes from the firemen. Do you think he's gonna do it? Then the lodge is compromised of thieves?
The human mind.
Oh my god, I ask one thing and he has a fucking monologue.
To pigeonhole, and therefore feel that it exerts control over an unfathomed.
Here's your next silly little prank.
A feeling, however, is not a fact. Whatever you may think of the order is only speculation. A realization which should give you scant comfort, considering that even memory is illusory. A chemical imprint on meat that, like what it is writ upon, must one day decay. If you're interested in reviving the decaying corpse that is your memory, you'll be back.
Literally Mike's the closet right now. Time.
Here, Stephen. Don't forget that.
They wish they had the sauce Sam Raimi did. Memory. What is a memory but a chemical imprint on meat that will one day decay? Dude, he's got the same ritual every night. Production budget using the same cutscene. All three of them. Yeah, I saw, but they're not really, they don't really change anything because they're already putting more investment in Sonic, Atlas, and RGG, so like nothing really changed. I think the article is more like they're continuing to do so. Got the eyeball popping out is nuts. Well, they didn't have enough money to film him putting on pajamas, so we get to see this 30-year-old. This 30-year-old, 18-year-olds. Sleep in some jeans and shoes, perhaps. Isn't that what Sega does? Sure does. The article is really just like confirming what we've been experiencing. Hey, you like these 3 things? Well, you'll keep getting them. That's what's happening. Nobody does shoulder blade freckles the way FMV does. Super crazy devilry. Stuck in my head now. Oh man. Do 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 do. Does the Sega have Total War? That's Sega, right? I think so. Yeah, they have Total War. They have Skies of Arcadia, but they forgot. Going through all that save screen. This is how I feel playing this game. That's kind of how I feel when I get backseated, to be honest. Like that, it speaks to me. Maybe I'll make that an emote. Oh, I don't know if it'll be easy to see when it's small. You know, that reminds me of Daredevil. So speaking of Daredevil, I kind of want to watch Daredevil Born Again. I'll proceed more tomorrow. I want to play a little bit of Suikoden 2 tomorrow because it comes out, and I love Suikoden 2. My Runeby name is literally from Suikoden, inspired by. So I want to play some of it, and then maybe Suikoden by day, because it doesn't have voice acting. So I definitely need to read. So we'll do that by day and then Harvester by night. First 2 episodes. I'm excited. Not from RuneScape. This is an emo, would be nuts. I hope it'd be able to look good small. What a schedule. See, that's how diverse my stream is. So you can by day, Harvester by night. That photo you crying from the hot sauce. That's not from hot sauce, that's from alcohol. It was rum. It hit me. It hit me a little too aggressively because it was disgusting. You can't get this anywhere else. The channel of unpredictability. So you feel watching it. Yo, Matt. I haven't watched any of it yet. I'm excited. But yeah, I'll head out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry for the short stream today. I was doing stuff today. And I'm really, eager to watch Daredevil. But thank you for the stream, however short it may be. I plan to stream Suikoden 2 like kind of early, hopefully like 2. Like 1 or 2. Because to be honest, I'm tired. I feel like I'm just gonna watch Daredevil and like go to sleep by like before midnight, which means I'll probably wake up early enough to get some shit done, and then start Suikoden, and then do Harvester at night. And also, I really plan to do it tonight, but I don't think I'll have time to. But yeah, I'm freaking. My house is a mess right now. I really need to get so much shit done, like laundry. I could finish my laundry while watching Daredevil. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I won't be such a lazy piece of shit. I have so much to do, and I also have to go through my VODs, because, like, Twitch is deleting highlights if it's, like, over 100 hours, and I have 5,000 hours, so I have to go through, like, all of my highlights and see what I want to, well, see what's, like, already on YouTube, and then delete those, and then see what is not on YouTube to see if I want to do anything with them, which probably not. But I still want to download the ones that aren't on YouTube just to have them. Like Siren 2 isn't on YouTube. And I'm not going to put it on YouTube. I might upload them to YouTube, but put them as like unlisted just so like the evidence is there. Yeah, Twitch sucks. Twitch is such a stupid annoying site. Because they've even admitted the storage limit thing only affects like 1% of streamers. So they're literally just punishing like less than 1% of streamers. Like, good thing the less than 1% of streamers will save you like 5 cents. Fucking stupid ass Twitch. Gets its own separate channel. Yeah, Runeby Siren. I should just make an account like Rune Be Hell and just put a bunch of like unlisted games I hate just just for the fact that there's like evidence there. Dude, that'd actually be funny. Games I like will go on my main channel. Games I hate will be unlisted on another channel. Rune Be Vod Hell. Rune Be Hell and just use this image as the account pic, yeah. Seems way too low. It's a handful of playthroughs. Yeah, like they're really pushing people to just use YouTube. I mean, if that's what they want to do, thanks. I bet YouTube's thanking Twitch for the assistance. I need that link. It'll be around, don't worry. Anyway, yeah, that sounds fun. I'll do that. Use paint on demand. We get a full 100% run of Rebirth in there. It's true. Can't even get a Yakuza. None of my Yakuza play. Well, not Infinite Wealth. There's 7 playthroughs. Yeah, definitely not Rebirth. Shit, you can't even play any Persona game normally. Not even 100%, nothing. Just can't just play it normally. Make it a sub award for Rubiel. Watch me suffer. Dude, if YouTube does a similar thing, then we're so fucked. Alright, well, if anything, the Rune Be Vod Hell is just gonna be Siren 2 playthrough for a long time. Yeah, because I know I have the Martian Gothic highlight on YouTube. I don't think the full playthrough is... I think I have my full playthrough saved on Twitch, so that could be something else that I put straight to YouTube. We'll figure it out. Alright, I'm gonna head up. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully early for Suikoden and Harvester by night. Unless anything changes, because, you know, my schedule's kind of wonky, but I'm free the weekend, so I'll be able to stream a bunch of Suikoden and other shit this weekend. Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm just gonna go all in doing 12-hour streams. Fuck it, 12-hour streams, 3 days in a row. And then I'll die.